All right. Hello, everybody. Hey, Mariah, how you doing? I don't even want to know how nice it is down there in Florida. It is. I was going to do a nice stream outside, either at the Arsenal Bridge or a couple other new places I thought of. A couple train track areas, a couple other places, but wow. No, not right now. I'm hoping tonight's stream works better than last time, because boy, that was a little hinky. Hey, Hachi, what's up, man? My last week's stream, or last time I streamed here inside, was bad. Just the internet was acting up. So if it acts up tonight, I'm sorry. So far, everything is happy with itself. We'll see how long that lasts. Sorry, I got a new setup here. I'm kind of moving things around a little. Hope the view is okay. I got a little bit farther back. Probably wear a bat. Now, this black hat's not my favorite, but I'm just trying to see how everybody's doing. Hachi, what is up, my friend? Hey, CRT, what are you doing, man? Nice video the other day, by the way. Did your live stream? That's kind of a cool little tutorial run through of that, because now I get to see a different type of editing software. Oh, Mariah, I'm not doing bad. I'll tell you what. Hachi, CRT, I don't know how you guys doing, but here in this area, we were in the upper 70s, which is a little above average for a while, but we also had a couple 60s, which is about our average this time of year. Well, holy crap, we went down the hill. Yesterday was cold, but today is even worse. We are about 39, 40 degrees Fahrenheit with high winds. It is flipping cold out there. It's going to get the low to mid 20s Fahrenheit tonight. What the hell? It's going to be like this most of the week. I think it's going to be nice enough, nice just in time for the weekend when me and Sean are going out doing some scouting. So what in the hell? CRT, I'll tell you what, guys. There is problems off and on with streaming right now, and I'm not going to whine about it too much. I'm not going to blame YouTube too much or anything else going on. Or my internet provider. Hey, Mediacom, you're doing a good job. If you think about it right now, the internet is probably being used more now than in history. You got probably a third of the world trying to use the internet all at once. And honestly, I'm not going to lie. Oops, sorry, changed my pointer speed. I'm not going to lie. I think it's actually doing very well. I think, besides some issues YouTube is having, I think YouTube is doing pretty good with this. I think a lot of internet providers are doing good. And I think the internet in general really is holding up very well considering all the people on it. I mean, it is crazy how many people are on the internet. I mean, whether you're streaming Netflix, Amazon Prime, YouTube, or live streaming, or whatever you're doing, it's crazy if you add up. Think about it. There's probably almost 1 billion plus people on the internet right now at this very second. Mariah, the kitties are doing good. They are upstairs with my wife because she got some barbecue from a barbecue place we'd never tried. And I had the smells wafting down here. But I'm going to eat after the stream. Oh, it smells good. So the cats are buried. They're following her. Hey, Exploring the Jay, how you doing, man? Dude, Jay, when the storm system came through here that dumped rain and hail and dropped our temperatures, you guys got boned up north of me. Jay is in Wisconsin, guys. They got snow. I'm not sure how much you got, Jay, but holy crap, dude. It looked pretty bad on the radar. We just got a horrendous line of nasty storms and hail, but you guys got the snow, which better for you, man. Oh, man. Yeah, CRT, I agree. That's why I tell people right off when I started this stream, if there's connection issues, I'm sorry. If it glitches, I'm sorry. But it's going to be expected right now with the internet going crazy. Especially right now, it's about 5:30 p.m. my time. And, people are going to start getting on here pretty soon for their regular berry at times. Sorry, open a little energy drink here. God, they got some good flavors. Sponsor me, Bang, please. To get much down here is all up north. Okay, Jay, you were low enough. I noticed that, I didn't know what your temperature was there. I just showed it as snow on the radar. But I know north, whoa. And of course, Mariah has to pop in and say it's 83 in Florida. Mariah, you're not making yourself very popular. Do me a favor, guys. Do hit the thumbs up for the stream and share it out, because right now, something we may talk about, and this goes along with all your videos, not just your live streams. Any video you're putting up on YouTube right now, any live stream, the notifications are not going out. Well, they are, but even less than YouTube's normal. And YouTube admits that. A lot of big channels that see, I've been on a couple streams that usually have anywhere, no kidding, these guys are big. 1,000+ people per stream. They're having half that. They're telling people also to share the streams out, whatever social media they use. YouTube is not putting out their notifications. So yeah, please share it out, and not do that for anybody else, and do it for your own videos. If you have Twitter, put your video or your stream out on Twitter. Do it on TikTok, Facebook, whatever you use. Make sure you're getting your stuff out there, because it is not getting shared out right now by YouTube. YouTube is really, it just isn't. They've admitted they're not getting notifications out, barely. But yeah, CRT, I do agree. A lot of people right now streaming are going to have a problem. I actually made sure I turned my resolution down a little to try to slow any issues. Well, thanks, Mariah. I appreciate that, hon. Prepper, how you doing, man? Oh, how's everybody been doing? Hey, okay. Not everybody on here is an urban explorer, and that we don't mind that at all. But if you are an urban explorer, how are you doing getting out to explore? And are you allowed to? Are you worried about it? Are you allowed to where you're at? And even non-urban exploring, how's everybody doing? Are you getting out? Are you going stir crazy? Some people are, some people aren't. Some people are loving this being stuck inside stuff. Oh, tell you what, with our weather the way it is right now, I don't mind it the last 2 days. Hey, Urbexy, what's up, man? A 12-minute ad. Do not watch. I get in trouble with YouTube for this, but I would never recommend anybody watch a 12-minute ad on YouTube. Unless it's something you're really liking and interested in, do not. Do not. That is crazy. 12 minutes. Oh. I do say right now, that's another thing we will talk about a little bit about YouTube. This is not YouTube's fault. This is internet-wide on a bunch of platforms. Advertising on platforms anywhere is down. A couple channels I know have seen their revenue drop by 70%. Yeah, I'm a tiny channel. I barely make a penny anyway. But I will say, please, and I said this long before I was ever monetized, and I'm not some big monetized channel. If I make a tank of gas for me and Sean, that's all I care. But honestly, guys, if you go to Carl's channel or Bexy's, mine, throwing a J, even if that person's not monetized, if YouTube shows an ad there, if it's not a long ad, 15 seconds, 30 seconds, 40 seconds, please watch an ad. It's the easiest way to help the creators right now. It's also the easiest way to help YouTube look decent to the advertisers right now. And it helps the advertisers get their stuff out there. So, it's kind of a easy, cheap way to help everybody right now, since ad revenues internet-wide are down 70%. That's not just YouTube. So anybody you like, please help them out just by watching a simple ad. I know, Jennifer, I know you like them, hon. How are you doing tonight? Then the den mother is here, everybody, so behave yourself or she will take you out. And she's capable. Oh, Mariah's asking, what's everybody doing today? Yeah, well, like Mariah said, what are you all doing today? Not been out for ages, still been in work, so feels unfair. I can work 50 hours but can't explore. Prepper, you know what? I'm betting a lot of people right now would really trade you. My wife would trade you. She's going nuts with this off work thing. She is lucky she had a lot of personal time and vacation time for paychecks. But wow, Prepper. In a way, think about it this way, bud, you're going to have money to do some explorers coming up. So it's a good and a bad thing. I still say urban exploring right now is probably the safest thing we can do. CJ, I don't know what it's like up north of me, bud. Here we're not too clamped in. They do get really cranky if you're out in more in groups of 2 or 3. They did clamp down a little more because some morons were still going to the park and gathering in groups of 30 or 40 or more. Some people had house parties here in this area, and they did clamp down that some people are whining about my civil rights. You're an idiot. They, come on, asked you just simply for a few weeks or so, people, don't gather in groups. So these idiots go buy a bunch of alcohol, have a big party. One was like 2 houses down from me. Not very bright. Guess what? One of the people from 2 houses down is now sick with this. And they're wondering who at the party gave it to them. Because they didn't have it before. So nice job, dummies. So yeah, it's tough, guys. But I don't know how it is up north, Jay. Well, I love that my notifications do not come through until I start live streaming. Even though I've turned them off. That's YouTube notifications too. Yeah, CRT, you're down south. Okay, Jay, you're north of me. CRT, you're south of me. What's your restrictions in your area? I don't really want to focus on the Panda Flu tonight, and that's what we're going to call it. Do not call it anything in here but the Panda Flu. All right? YouTube says we can talk about it, but I prefer not to say it in case they get cranky. Oh, man. Video editing course. Was for a video editing course. Oh, holy crap, Rebexy. That's kind of funny in a way. Maybe they're trying to say something about my editing. Just gotta wonder about that. Hey, Carl, what is up, man? Glasses that see reality 15 years ago, or a pair exoskeleton arms. All right, that one's too long, Carl. I don't really care about seeing reality 15 years ago. I'd rather have the extra human strength. Oh. Well, thanks, Legend. Yes, and do that for everybody, no matter who you watch. Awesome. How you guys doing down there? So that's way south and way west or east, depending on which way you want to go from me. How are you two doing? Catching up. Yeah, see, Urbexy gets to talk about how great his weather is for once, while I'm freezing here. I said, for the rest of you here in America, I don't know what your weather's like, but ours went to crap. It dove way below normal. We are running about 25 degrees below normal today with high winds. Wow. I would love to send that weather to somebody. Because now, I'll tell you what, people in my area are not too cranky today, or even yesterday, about being stuck inside right now. Yuck. What is up, Joker? I see there's a protest against the restrictions in South Carolina. What dumb nuts. Yes, they are. They're stupid. I searched drill press lobotomy on YouTube. The first thing it shows is your stream from 6 months ago. Oh my God, it came up. That is hilarious, Hachi. If anybody remembers, Hachi and Jennifer were talking about, they're, everybody on here, we're all making up, kind of like a rock band names for an Urbex band, let's say. And I know Rich had something involved in that too. But it came up drill press lobotomy. It's crazy. You search it and my stream comes up. Wow, Hachi, Jennifer, you guys gotta make something now. You just have to. Hey, Urbexy, I was gonna mention to you, did you see that video you sent me? Those guys got in trouble. They got in trouble for that. Unless that was you that told me, but somebody told me those guys got in trouble for that video. It's like, really? That is what you have to worry about right now? Some guy flying a drone around empty streets? Wow. That's a tad police statey. And that just really is. Indiana's talking about lifting stay at home next week. See, I just hope they don't lift it too fast. And that is a real thing we need to worry about, guys. If your state is still on the plateau or way up even, or even not too far on the way down, you open this up too fast. And we already got a lot of morons out there who are whining and not following the regulations, who have made this worse and stretched it all out for all of us. And if they all, it's over. Oh boy, here we go again. So I really hope we do not go total full potato on this. Because if we go full potato, you get the idiots out there going full potato, we're going to be up a creek again. I swear we shall all be all carry tranquilizer darts, took dart guns, and you see somebody doing something stupid, boop, dart them. Carl's asking also if they're doing trivia. Yes, that'd be nice to see. Hey, I may be up that late now again. My schedule's totally swapped again. Been watching Lord Explorer's great channel. Thanks for the recommendation. Yeah, he's great, honestly. I'm not going to lie. I did have a little difference of opinion with him. I didn't attack him for it or anything. But I did message him personally and say that I was a little bit bothered he openly shared the location of the Steam Loco. I mean, me and Sean did that a while back. We actually kept it hidden for a reason. I like Lord Explorers. He's a great explorer, and I know why he wanted to, because you can add more history. I'm just so frightened that now within 6 months, I'll bet by the end of summer, that thing is going to be tagged up now and graffitied up. That's why I didn't share it. And that's why we always say you don't share things openly. I don't. And I'm not attacking him here. If he comes in, no big deal. I'll talk to him. I did message him personally, but I don't know why it's so hard for people just not to openly share things now. Then they wonder why they're destroyed, arsoned, tagged, burned down, damaged, or please start watching it or something. I was a little bit upset that he did that. Not that I'm hiding it from him. I did message him. It was a nice message. It wasn't F you or anything like that, but don't get it. Bree is back at work. Weather's been cold. Well, awesome. Our weather's cold too, bud. Lord Explorers, there you are. See, I wasn't talking behind your back, man. It's illegal to fly drones in a built-up area. See here, Bexy, we're not quite that bad. We aren't. And hey, Lord Explorers, you see, legend up here, or Prepper? Prepper has been watching your vids, bud. He's been enjoying the heck out of them. Illegal to fly a drone in a built-up area there. Wow, we're not that bad. Prepper, there's a lot of goofiness going on in China, man. There really is. China, they lied about a lot of this at the beginning, and I'm trying not to talk about it. Guys, can't say that word. Guys, don't use the CHINA word. That's a baddie. That's a bad one. But that certain Asian country lied from the beginning. There is talk leaking out about them having a secondary infection, and there's some other places now saying that people who've recovered from the Panda Flu are now getting it again a second time in other countries. So the immunity, that like the flu, you get the flu. You won't get that flu maybe ever, or at least for years again. Now they're saying that they're worried that this puppy might have mutated in some places where you get over it and you get it within a week again. So crap. I hope that's wrong. We don't need that. I hope it's just stupidity. That it's just people are still getting ill and they're just confusing stuff. Yeah, see, awesome. I worry about that. I think it's certain, in America, each state is being in charge. And I've already seen some states where other states around them are going, no, don't you do that. I really hope people use common sense. Jennifer, Karen's upstairs eating barbecue she's got from a small barbecue place in her area. Up. Lord Explorers just sent me a message on Instagram, and he's in here, but he sent me a message on Instagram responding to it. I really hope you're right. He said something about he hopes there's just where it's tucked in, it won't get vandalized. They're just not open enough. It just worries me. It's such a gorgeous puppy. And he's messaging saying about the same thing. But yeah, Jennifer, Karen's upstairs eating. She ain't gonna come down here and leave that barbecue. Neither are the cats. She's got two really close, fuzzy friends right now. I hope so, Lord Explorers. I really do. I mean, trust me. Lord Explorers knows I know him. I don't get militant. I do hope I don't, in 6 months, I don't go by that place again and see it's all gunked up. I do not want to look at him and go, I told you so. Just, I don't know. I hate to stress it. I know I sound like a granny, nanny, namby-pamby little weenie boy when I say this stuff. really just be careful what you share. I don't want to see them destroyed. But it is such a gorgeous place. It really is, and I just hope it stays as beautiful and pristine. I did like how you guys climbed all over it like we did, though. Prepper, there's a fire over in Chernobyl. Somebody else mentioned that, but I didn't have a chance to look it up. Return of the Jedi trivia tonight. Wow. Well, at least, Carl, you're not doing Disney Star Wars. Okay. Well, okay, Hachi, the reason why nobody's preserving that is it is damaged. It's taken out of service because of damage to the boiler assembly. And I guess it's not a really epic big one that people are interested in. American Explorer did contact somebody down south about it, and they actually were interested in it, except that getting it down to where they would work on it is too much money. So that's one other reason it's sitting there. So there's reasons. It's just not... I just hope it stays sitting there pristine, untagged, and pretty like it is, for more people to enjoy, more explorers, and more people watch the videos. I just don't want the average Joe Schmo finding it and... Joker, yeah, American Explorer, guys, he did actually contact a railroad museum and history restoring place on it. It was just too expensive to get there. And they said it wasn't, if it had been a slightly more special model, they might have still tried to get it down there. Lord Explorers, I could almost see you doing that, man. I really could. I'm just going to cross my fingers and hope nobody really F's with it. I just hope so. Holy crap. Hey, oh, wow. Urbexy, that is a good idea. Look at that, guys. Urbexy would like to have that thing as a garden ornament. Is your garden big enough for a whole train? And I have a Barbie built right in, yeah. You can open that big front door and there's I don't know if that's called the pre-cook area or whatever. The flu, whatever, right there. That'd be a good place for a barbecue. You have a little step area there. Wow. Fire got beaten today, rain. Huh. So I'm guessing a fire happened in Chernobyl then. A lot of parts stripped off too here. There are, Lord Explorers, there are a good amount of parts. I do, just because of my mechanical background, I did get a chance to look around it enough to see, yeah, there is some stuff stripped off, a good amount actually. But that thing could actually be up and running if you could repair that boiler, which, boy, that's the big thing. Those boilers go, and they're just, once they're damaged, even back in the day when they used the crap out of those, once the boilers were damaged, that was the end. It really was. Wildfire, but some say it looks like an intentional burn off. Oh, okay, CRT, that's what it is. Thanks. Yeah, Carl, that's fine. Graffiti in certain places is fine. But I'm sorry, but you cannot be okay with that beautiful steam locomotive. I mean, I did a video, Sean did, and Lord Explorers just did one, so make sure you check it out. You cannot tell me, you look at something like that and you think that'd be okay to be graffitied up. Because if that's what you're kind of thinking is okay to be graffitied up, we have major differences between us on urban exploring and on preserving places and where graffiti is not damaging. And then, I'm sorry, I hate to tell you this, Carl. A lot of graffiti is not art. A lot of it is, come on, we see the penises and the German, the 1940s German symbols everywhere and half the crap. And, most of it isn't art. There's out of the part of graffiti that's art, it is so small a percentage, and sure, some of it is amazing. But then you got that small percentage of some of those guys still want to do it in things that damage stuff. The good ones are the ones that can do amazing art and don't do it in an area that totally cluster F something. Snowman, what is up, man? Big forest fire. Someone's been arrested, but is heading towards Pripyat. Oh. Well, sheesh, prepper. I don't know. I thought Pripyat would be cool to see, but now it's starting to be so many have seen it. I don't know. It'd still be cool, I think. Yeah, it would. I'd still go. What is up, Snowman? Snowman, I'll tell you what, bud. It gets any colder here, you can come up here and not melt. Whoa. What in the heck happened to my global warming? Open up the steam smokehouse. There you go. Oh, heck. Sorry, catching up here in the chat a little bit. Your food and steam, you can have smoke. Nice. Tampa street art. And see, Snowman, as long as it's okay in certain areas, but in urban exploring, the problem is, and a lot of urban explorers know, you go in to see a cool abandoned building or place or something, and there's wieners tags everywhere, German, war symbols all over, other stupidity. It's rarely good art, and then half the good art is on stuff where you really kind of wish it wasn't. So, I mean, Snowman, I do like some of that stuff, and Joker and I've seen a few when we were out that were really well done. In fact, I'm betting him and I both used the same one as a thumbnail for one of the schools that we did. It was beautiful. You can't not. And they did it in an area that really didn't damage it. I will give them that. It was pretty nice one for the room they did it in. And I bet Joker knows the one, because it was beautiful. And it really matched the room. It didn't detract. In fact, you could almost say, if the teachers were willing to let some of the wording go of it, you could almost have said, wow, that would have been in here when the school was running. It was pretty cool. Love the graffiti art in East LA and San Francisco. I tell you this, Carl, but San Francisco, half the art there is just poo thrown against the walls right now. Ah, yike. Oh, cool. Snowman's editing. Great. Not bad. I need to do a lot more of that tonight. If it ends up tagged up, please make it a train theme, not a giant. Yeah. Well, Joker, I prefer they didn't tag it up at all, and you know they won't. The people that would paint something like that train, there's no way to paint that train and do it right. You're going to screw it up no matter what, because it's beautiful the way it is. But you know what's going to happen if somebody does tag it, it's going to be horribly stupid crap. That's the problem. We need rain in Tampa. We could have given you our rain. We had some hella rains off on last week. Now it's freezing. Prepper, like I said, I might check it out, but I just don't like when they just focus on abandoned places, because usually they destroy it for a lot of us who would like to see things and not see it messed up. Joker and I were out that one day. We both commented on one or two of the places we were in, how it was nice to see more natural decay of a couple places than vandalized, graffitied crap. And it's getting hard to find that. Yes, Joker, we can both agree on that one. We talked about that one piece of graffiti. It was well placed, and honestly, a few word changes, and it could have matched the room it was in. It could have been part of the class. It really could have. It was epically done. And I'm sure you're going to see it in both Joker's thumbnail and probably mine when either of us put out videos of that place. I don't care which one of us put it out first. We probably both will use that because it was so beautiful. It was just nice piece of graffiti. So see, I'm not one of those, butthole tight, making diamonds out of coal type people, but it's got to be right and in the right place and not taken away from what we are out there to see. Margot Robbie, Harley Quinn graffiti art was absolutely amazing in East LA. Well, it might have been cool, but, well, probably wasn't off the last movie, because the movie they just did with Margot Robbie really blew and really bombed. What genre of music will Drew Press the Body be produced? Would be available on cassette. Well, CRT, knowing Hachi and Jennifer, is going to be some heavy metal, maybe industrial metal. And I don't know about cassette. Maybe 8-track. I feel bad for somebody that goes, what's 8-track? Showing my age. Yeah, prepper, exactly. It is hard. And that's another reason we don't share a lot of locations, guys. There's a lot of places over, I would love to share more history, and a lot of explorers would. But as soon as you do, somebody tracks it, and then they go in and steal from it, strip it, scrappers go in there, they light them on, I don't know what is with the big thing where now these people want to go in and light every place on fire. There's a lot of arson going on anymore when places get leaked. It's crazy. Ah, cool, Joker. Yeah, Joker. There was a lot of good stuff that day. From that day, we got what you can use. It was just a good day. All right, I was going to ask a question here. Just a little topic to throw out. And there may be differences of opinion on this. I know not everybody likes YouTube. Before I get into this, please do hit the thumbs up for the stream or down. I know, hell, I give myself thumbs down some days. And make sure you do that for everybody you're watching right now. It's especially needed right now. YouTube is not sending out notifications very much. So please share my stream, anybody's stream you go to. If you watch Snowman's videos or Joker's or CRT's and you enjoyed that video, put it on your Twitter, put it on your Facebook or something that you liked it. YouTube notifications, by YouTube's own admission, are off even by their screwy standards. I got Rich's live stream the other day, 37 minutes after he got done streaming. What the heck is that? I would have liked to have been to Rich's live stream, but nope. So please do hit the thumbs ups for everybody you like right now. And share the streams or videos out. It's very imperative if you like your channels. And do watch a 15 to 40 second ad for anybody you do like, because ad revenue is down. And even if you're not monetized, YouTube lives off that ad revenue also. But it's down 70% internet wide during this. So do check it out and help everybody out. I admit, you don't have to donate to channels, super chat, or any other stuff. Ads are an easy way to help support the channels you do like. No 12-minute ad though. Sorry, YouTube, but 12-minute ad? I think 5-minute ads are too much. I think anything, okay, YouTube, I'm telling you guys right now, for the format that you have here on YouTube, your ads should be anywhere from 15 seconds to a minute. Ads over that are just crazy long for the format here. They are. Sorry, catching up here. CRT, I almost played an 8-track today. Dude, there was a house Sean and I, and I got a hold of the owner, and I was going to try to get that stuff out, and the guy died. Oh, crap. And then the family afterwards was a little bit jerky about it, so I didn't end up with this stuff. Now the house, they actually tore the house down with the stuff in it before I could get there. I knew they were going to do it, and they did it. Industrial is cool with a capital K. All right, here we go. CRT, drill press lobotomy would be death metal. You'd be able on vinyl and CD. Ooh, Jennifer, you're going to confuse people with that vinyl thing. That's going to mess them up. Snowman, I agree 100%. That is one problem with ads. I will say YouTube and the internet does a better job with ads. I swear, the Peoria Journal-Star needs to go to heck. They send me so many push notifications. I've blocked them, and somehow they still pop up. But I will say YouTube and the internet in general has better ads than you'll find on TV. Too many ads are just dumb, but I will say the internet is better at entertaining ads because I think they realize you're just going to skip past it if you can, if they don't entertain you. But yeah, Snowman, I totally agree with you. They should be entertaining. Found locations on Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Urban Legend. Hey, Devon, what's up? Devon, there's no such thing as being late to a live stream. 1, you can start at the beginning. 2, we all have lives, guys. always live your life. Never be pressured, at least especially my live streams. Come on. Got an ad when you came to the stream. Really? I have set nothing. I don't even know how to set the stuff on my channel. All right. We are going to talk about a topic here in a second. Just a question I'm just going to throw out to everybody on here. And you don't even have to be an urban explorer. Just somebody that watches YouTube. Just somebody that watches YouTube is what we're going to talk about. And tell me, we're going to, this might be good or bad for YouTube. We'll find out. We are going to, I'm going to ask a question here. As an urban explorer or any type of video creator, why are you on YouTube? As somebody that if you're just somebody that just views videos on YouTube, why did you choose to spend a lot more time on YouTube, or why are you watching YouTube compared to all the options we have out there, everybody? Just curious. No, not right now. That's kind of what I'm talking about right now, Devon. No, I'm going to talk about that here in a second, because I'm throwing the question out to everybody, and then I'm going to actually, Joker Jennifer said hi to you at the beginning when you said hi to her. Right after you said hi, she said hi, or vice versa. Another ad, this time for Masterclass. What's Masterclass? Why does that sound familiar? Another ad. Huh? Just got a pop-up ad. Oh. Was it a good ads? Okay, Masterclass. Oh, that's that one guy, the YouTube guru. I can't remember his name. Master, am I right? What's a pop-up ad? Was a pop-up ad any good? Curious. Honestly, I don't know what ads are showing. So, I mean, really, I kind of wish I could see the ads you guys are seeing. Then I could find out if it's like, ooh, I don't want that on my channel or not. Friday content realism genius, something like creators. Okay. Well, CRT. But, Devon, that's what I'm talking about. I'm going to talk about why I'm on YouTube here in a second. But I threw it out there for everybody. If you're a creator, why did you decide YouTube? Not every other way you can be out there sharing stuff. Was there a certain thing that changed your life that brought you to YouTube? Or if you're a viewer, what is it about YouTube you really like or dislike? Masterclass ones are entertaining, but I've already seen it. Okay. Yeah, see, Lord Explorers, I kind of wish YouTube threw out this big batch of ads for people to monetize, and you could choose the ads. Honestly, I do. I wish you could just look at this big page of ads and go, no, 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 no. Yeah, no, oh God, no, yes. Stuff like that. I think that would be helpful. Hey, John Spike, what's going on, man? Addicted document places and the history of things. Okay, so CRT comes back. He says, a variety of content, realism, geniuses of some creators. Everything isn't scripted and fake. You're half right on you're right on most at CRT. Unfortunately, there are a lot of channels now, at least if you get into review channels and pop culture channels and stuff, there are a lot of them starting to use scripts now. They even kind of admit it. I agree with you. I enjoy when it's non-scripted. I don't care if I go to somebody's live stream and it's awkward. They're not good at live streaming, which I'm not, or whatever else. I'd prefer that over something scripted and too polished. If I want polished, I'll watch other stuff. I don't want it nasty, but you know what I mean. You kind of like unscripted sometimes. A lot of times. Okay. Urban Legend. Then it got me into photography. Okay, so he got into photography because of all this. Addicted to document places and the history of things. Then got into photography, and that's kind of what brought him here. Okay. Came to YouTube after watching some explore videos and figured I've been exploring for almost 40 years and never filmed it. Did for sanity of being disabled. Hey, Deadline, how's it going? There's so much variety. Okay, Lord Explorers, so much variety. Recommendation feature helps me find things I actually want to see, as opposed to Instagram cramming models in your face. God, Lord Explorers, preach. What you just talked about there really annoys both me and Rebexy and some other people. Stop taking pictures of weird models in abandoned places and act like you're an urban explorer. Yeah. I will say though, Lord Explorers, there is a problem with YouTube's recommendation features. My feed and a lot of people's feeds are not showing who they're subscribed to as much anymore as whatever YouTube wants you to see, which is dumb. And it's also not getting notifications out. Once again, Rich is done live streaming for 37 minutes, and then I get a notification. And I was sitting in front of my computer. Both my phone and my computer dinged at once on that. So it's not like it's different platform, different things. That's YouTube. Okay, so Praying and Prepper, I started YouTube to save memories for myself. And I really enjoyed editing videos, and good feedback kept me going. Oh, very nice. And that just jumped. It's working. Oh, John's working. I started YouTube back in 2005 or 7 on my old channel. It's now deleted, called Blast Chug. Used to make gaming videos on this game called Bin Weevils. Wow, that's an oldie. Back when Fred was a thing. Holy crap. And I started producing music in 2013. A YouTube channel for my music for a time on the same channel. I was making Minecraft content. Now it's just strictly my music. Huh? Well, actually, you kind of left out your whole urban exploring thing with your commercial there, Devon. Nothing in here talked about your urban exploring. Kind of just did One of the Unknown just did his own ad for his own music stuff. Then for the Among the Unknown. Then Among the Unknown is down there. September here, but I'm making YouTube channels. Yeah, see, exactly, Devon. Yeah. Here's a Devon talking about that. Sorry, just catching up here. John Spike, I enjoyed editing the last video. Well, that's cool. Well, yeah, you got to enjoy. Some people, I will admit, as an urban explorer, I do like the exploring more than the editing. But it is cool doing the editing because it is like you're building something. And it's tough because you're trying. I don't know about you guys. I feel pressure when I edit, and I know it probably causes me problems in my editing. I feel pressure to try to show the place and do it justice. And I'm not a great editor. I'm too slow. I really am. But if I feel pressure to do justice to the place, it is nerve-wracking, but it is fun. CRT, I watch channels that aren't scripted, and YouTube is my only source of video content these days. A lot of people are like that. Ducker, I got my daughter addicted. Sam Kennison, oh my. Rebecca says, click on the subfeed to ignore the homepage where YouTube try to decide what I want to watch. Urbexy, the thing is, some people's subfeed, even if you ignore the homepage on YouTube, some people's subfeeds are now being invaded with stuff YouTube wants you to watch, not your stuff you're subscribed to. Even sometimes some of the stuff you watch regularly. Heck, I watch Rich's live streams regular, but it doesn't come up my feed barely anymore. It's weird as crap. I started a Flickr account for photos back in 2014 after being fascinated with photos. You should. You are a photographer, man. Started Urbex Video Aspects in 2017. Was it? Wow. Yeah. Yep. Urbex. Yeah. Lori Sports did start in 2017. So now he's on to about 3 years. Experience it. Exactly, Lord Explorers. Well stated. Sorry, I'm going to try to head over here and use this one. And I can show you guys. Ooh, probably the chat here. I got the type too big. Don't know why I started making videos just for attention. You would not believe how many people are not honest enough to just admit that. I don't know. You don't seem like a big attention. I don't want to say that word, but you don't seem like you're just really trying to. You don't seem like a guy out trying to get a lot of attention. But I admit you're honest. I like your honesty. Sub tab the other wall fee. Like I said, though, problem is the sub tab is getting stuff shoved in that isn't there or stuff I haven't watched. I still get a couple people I unfollowed, shall we say, and I still come up. Why are they in my? I don't understand it anymore. If I go to my sub list, they're not there, but their stuff pops up in my sub feed. It's like, it makes no sense. Wizard Explorer came out with a satanic ritual going on. What? You have to see the crap. Oh, CRT, trust me, I know, bud. When I first started YouTube, I'd been urban exploring for a long time and recording stuff for a long time. I've shown you my old VHS cam I used to use. I used to use the old, you could buy them, zzz, click, film cameras. But yeah, I just, I'll tell you in a second why. Some of you guys know why I went to YouTube, but started YouTube to have all the memories, plus I've always wanted to try something different. That's good reasons right there. Yeah, exactly. See, your preppers got the same problem. People he's unsub to, and be careful putting the sub thing in the chat. Pop up on my homepage, and I get pissed about it. Yeah, I get it too. And they pop up not on my homepage too. If I go to my sub feed, they'll show latest videos from subs or whatever. There it is. There's at least 3 or 4 people I've unfollowed that videos are coming up. I'm like, and they go live. I still get notifications. It's like, I unfollowed them a long time ago. A couple of them became scurvy jerks. That's why I unfollowed them. So I don't get it. Took me 6 hours to edit my last video. I feel you, John. I know Desertify Urbex told me once, some of his videos, and he's amazing at this, take up to 20 hours to edit. Or more, he said, a couple of them. And that's his shorter ones. He's had some really long ones. He doesn't even know how many hours. It's like, wow. John, I will say, if you guys can do YouTube, after you get used to editing and how you film properly and everything, you will be able to make short films, honestly. Oh, CRT, bud, yeah. Yeah, if you want to see improvement, stay on YouTube for years. And then go back and look. And that's why I say never, ever delete anything. One, it's always there for you and your followers, and your viewers, whatever you want to call them, to see how you've changed and grown, how hard you've worked. And yourself. So yeah, don't delete stuff, guys, unless you have to. How much of my mic and pop filter? I don't even know how much this was. It was a cheapie I got on Amazon Prime Day. It was. I got a good webcam, but this here is kind of a cheap model. Came as a kit. I don't think it was very expensive at Devon. I think it was like I said, it was a cheapie. It was like Prime Day. It was, I believe, under 20 bucks. Pretty sure. Spend normally 3 to 6 hours on most videos. Well, you're faster than a lot of us then. Because I know I'm not the only one that'll go, yeah, I put literally 5 to 10 hours or more in a video and explore. I will say the one I'm doing right now for the Apollo High School, which I get to share the location of. Thank you very much to the owner, Brian, on that. And I can share his first name, but not his last. At least not on video. I did give it the details because he gave me permission. But he said, just don't throw it, shout it out. But the Apollo is taking me a lot longer because it's multiple point of view. My wife's video, mine, she walked off, did her own thing for part of the time. So it's hard to edit that. I will admit, and I apologize to you, and I thank you very much to those of you who are taking the time to watch it. It is going to be a part 2 and a part 3 to that. The part 3 is going to be pretty short. But part 2 I'll release here in the next day or so. Part 3 I'll probably do a day or 2 after that, just get it out there for you guys. And I appreciate anybody's patience for that. I'm very sorry. I just didn't know. My wife did a lot of good footage and just kind of interweave it into. I was trying to test my editing skills on putting 2 perspectives together. Desertify, thank you. He actually talked to me, said I did pretty good with it. It's not easy to interweave a whole Explorer as two or more perspectives. I agree with him. It is tough to do right. Snowman, usually your stuff will get better. Sit back, go back, look at your old stuff. Among the unknown, like I said, it was Prime Day. Prime Day, if you do look around, there are some good deals. And I can't complain. This thing is done, for what I paid for, done a good job. Remember I put my first video? I'm going. Well, see, John, but the good thing is you have that there to see. CRT, making videos is just sort of fun. It is. It is fun. See, I don't know, Joker. Joker, you got more money than most people, because most people I know on YouTube look at 99 bucks. They go, They're not going to drop 99 bucks on a mic. That is extremely high price for a lot of people on YouTube. I mean, I'm glad you got the money to do that. That's great. But that's why I always advocate cheaper is better. If it's cheap and it functions really good, go with cheap, guys. Save your money. YouTube is expensive. They don't give you much back. Sure, we enjoy it, but if it does really good and it's cheap, go for a cheap. Devon, I'll try to look this up later what it is and message you. It might even be cheaper now that it's been out a while. But yeah, I mean, 99 bucks compared to under 20 bucks. There's a big difference there. And if this works this good, I'll go 20 bucks any day of the week. Oh, yeah, John. The last video where you'd use some drone footage was good. Drone footage really helps, guys. I'm not saying you have to have it, but it is a nice addition you can put in places to give a different perspective or a good intro, outro, or something like that. It is nice. Lord Explorers, agree 100%. Criticism, you should be able, man, some people do not take criticism well. I've had some people where I've given pointers, you really get whiny. But no, I've taken pointers. Heck, that's why I have that. And by the way, that is rebuilt and working. 100% functional. Parts of it aren't as pretty as they used to be, but that's functional. And I got a video. I actually videoed me trying to repair this. I'm going to have to edit out a good amount of it. There is some extreme areas of colorful metaphors trying to fix the electromagnet hub on this. The electromagnet hub broke. Some wiring I had to repair. But also trying to stuff 10 pounds of electronics in a 5-pound bucket and line it all up properly, because electromagnets on that have to be lined up properly. Oh, what a nightmare. Oh, my Lord. But yeah, Lord Explorers, you're 100% right, bud. You gotta be able to take criticism. I don't like when people can't take it. I am here. You guys have criticized my stuff. That's the reason I have the gimbal, because you're all like, you need a gimbal. I was totally against it. And now I have to say, you were totally right. Every one of you was right. And for those of you that pitched in, because I know that everybody started some type of super chat thing that night and got that for that's what I bought that with. You guys said to, Certify looked at the price, said, here's how much, and everybody pitched that in. And that's why I felt so crappy when that broke. But yeah, I have a video showing rebuilding that. There's parts I'm not going to be able to show because I would just be one solid beep. It would sound like somebody died. Beep, just be solid beeping. Horrendous to put that together. Yeah, Among the Unknown, I will try to get you what mic this is and get that information to you. I think I can pull it off my Amazon account and send you the info too. But it works good. It really does. I can't complain. I'll make some people unwatch a channel. I don't like watching unedited videos. Seems lazy to me. Prepper, I don't mind unedited if people do it right. I've seen people like J&E Adventures. I've seen them go through an Explore and do it from beginning to end without editing. And they had it timed and did it nicely. But yeah, I do believe, I don't know, because I'm doing some of my videos in unedited fashion so everybody can see it all. I know why some people don't edit, because it does feel rough taking stuff out. It does hurt sometimes. Sometimes you feel like it's ripping a piece of you apart, just pulling something out. And I always feel like, oh, did I take out the right thing? Or did I still get this across or show this properly? It's tough. It really is. But I can see good and bad of both edited and unedited. In urban exploring, in a lot of other stuff, it's tough. I don't like people who do review streams. I'm getting a little tired of too many of them being scripted on review streams. You can tell people are scripting stuff. Some even admit it now. Oh, Urban Legend, buddy, I'm betting. If anybody here has watched my first video, I'm not saying I'm epic now, but like I said, I've been filming and taking pictures for decades, but holy crap. It's the first time I tried to do something in a cohesive way to show somebody else besides me, Sean, or just myself. Oh, Lord, that was horrendous. Urbexy even tried to fix the footage and was unable to and make it better. Prepper, you're dead right. You only get better by listening to other people. Yes. Oh, Jennifer, wait a second here. I gotta check this update. Farmhouse, I have permission to see Widow has now been donated to the county. As in the process for restoration. Well, it's good they're gonna restore it. It's too bad you didn't get in there, hon. I would, that's too bad. And maybe you should go to the restoration people and go, hey, can I video this before and after? You can ask them. Preservation societies are kind of open. Compared to government agencies, the preservation people are the best you'll find. Talk to them openly. Go, hey, I'd love to do a video on this before you do the, redo it, and then after. And talk to them about that. Really. Oh, Devon asks, should we get a stabilizer for the GoPro? I don't know. Guys, what do you think about a stabilizer for the GoPro? See, it depends if and where you wear a GoPro. If you got it on your head, you ain't going to stabilize it. Put it in your chest, not going to stabilize it. Something like this for the GoPro, a little stabilizer unit you can hold in your hand, maybe. Maybe. It depends how your footage looks. Ask your viewers. Not all viewers like it overly stabilized. There's still some of my footage where I don't overuse my gimbal. Some overuse their gimbals. And they do make it too smoothed out for urban exploring. Hopefully I don't do that. Hopefully my gimbal, I'm using it just to correct my inadequacies, honestly. I really do. I'm hoping it just fixes my inadequacies. I know what you mean. It's the dead air. Oh, good grief. I'm going to have to go back to the other. This thing doesn't jump and I can stop it here. Oh, it's getting crabby. Well, not to be picky, Devon, but I don't know about professionally edit your videos. There are not a lot of us on here I'd consider professionally edited. I know I'm going to annoy some of you, but there are very few that I'd consider professionally edited. It'd be people like Desertify who really, I will put him up as probably one of the top edited channels, at least under 400,000 subscribers out there. He really is professional on everything, and he's got a voice for it. Once again, he's not supporting my channel. He's not even here, guys, so he doesn't watch my stuff that much. He's really good. I don't want professional, though. I don't consider myself professionally edited. Devon, the one thing that's improved yours with editing, your videos were so long. I think you're getting better watch time now that you're talking about because of your editing it down to more viewable sections. And yes, some of the unnecessary stuff, the only reason I would do unedited versions of certain explorers is because sometimes people do want to see that. See how me and Sean interact or how any of you interact or see certain things if they're curious. I like to give the option, but editing definitely is the way to get things across better. Sea Lord Explorers, I don't even know if I go into it with a thought that way. I just go into the Explorer shooting video. If it's short enough where I don't have to edit, that's fine. But I just go in shooting and want to preserve as much and as much as possible, as well as possible. Then I go from there. But yeah, when you got an urban explorer, you're in a place, like I think behind Sean's longest, when we were at a place for about 14 hours. I was just shy of that. It was like 12 hours we were there that day. Yeah, 12 hours. You cannot edit that. It's hard to edit that down to 20 minutes. I almost feel like releasing that place uncut, but it's horribly long. See, there's Janie. I told you. Janie, they're probably, of Urbex channels right now, they are probably the king and queen of being able to go through and explore, do it in a decent amount of time, and not use editing very much. So say, if they get into some of the bigger places we've been into, they're going to run into, you're going to be editing. Or at least cutting it in parts. It's a skill like Lord Explorer said. It's two different types of shooting at times, and different skills come into play. I don't even think I have that much skill. I just go in and shoot the Explorer and see, I don't know how long it is till I'm done. Been trying to help a group Pittsburgh save the Old Stone Tavern. Wow, that's pretty cool, Devon. Snowman. Blah. Sorry, I was reading right below it. Yeah, see, I'm going. Okay, now if you have a GoPro in your head, there's no way you're going to be stabilizing it. It's just not going to happen. The GoPro 7, Black is supposed to be epic on its stabilization. No, heck, this 5 Black is good on stabilization. Actually, it's pretty impressive for what it is. But the 7 is supposed to be really good. And I guess they're coming out with an 8 now, unless it's out already. It's supposed to be even better. You can probably almost do this now and just be stabilized. Oops, little cheapy tripod, didn't like that. Yeah, see, Devon, a lot of people like that. I have to admit, I do overshoot. Maybe just my want not to miss anything, but I do overshoot, and I'm kind of with Devon. I think even a lot of my shorties are edited. I've been wanting to get a GoPro put on my chest. I'm going to throw out something here, guys. And this is, once again, I am not... I do agree with putting GoPros on chest. I have a chest mount. As somebody's done it, though, I'm going to tell you there is one downside. You're filming, right? No matter what you're using, you're filming. You're aiming it around. Where's your GoPro? Right here. Where's your arm? A lot of times, my GoPro footage from when I wore it on my chest did block my footage a little bit. I did not get as much useful footage. Wearing a GoPro up here is probably more useful than on your chest. But on your chest, you will actually get some cooler shots, honestly. If you want more useful footage, put it up here. If you want cooler footage, put it right here. Because sometimes the footage of your arms and or your main camera, if you have one, is cooler from down here. And if you don't have a main camera, it's still pretty dang cool down here. It really is. But yeah, Lord Explorers, if you're going to get a GoPro, actually, guys, there are a lot of cheapy GoPro style cameras out there. I've had 2 others. Get a GoPro. Honestly, they're more expensive, but they are for a reason. Get the GoPro. They're a better camera. And when I had a problem with this, they didn't argue. They sent me another one. I sent the other one, and they had this one back to me right away. So yeah, a GoPro is GoPro for a reason. I'm the guy that likes to say cheap. GoPro is worth it. It really is. But yeah, GoPros, I do have GoPro footage on mine, but not as often as I should. I need to use my GoPro more often, honestly. I got a few ways this year, and a couple of my viewers actually emailed me, give me some ideas for use on this year. Got a few cool ideas. We'll see how it goes. Some of it, some of it's going to be a little bit of adapting for me. We'll see how it goes. CRT, a GoPro 7, or if the 8 is out, yeah, the 7 was a huge step up in stabilization. It really was. It makes this thing look like a 1920s version of stabilization, if you know what I mean. It really was. And this is good. 7 is epic, and an 8 is supposed to be even better. Pretty much now you can just shake the thing and it just somehow stabilizes. Yeah, Lord Explorers, I do agree. I don't mind overshooting. It costs me more in the editing time, but I'd rather have the footage. Even if I don't show, I do still enjoy this and I want to see stuff, and I'm afraid I'm missing something. I really am afraid I'm missing something. Catch up here. Yeah, Urbexy, yeah, a GoPro in your head or your neck, your neck is a natural gimbal, yes, but it doesn't stabilize the footfalls, and sometimes you have a tendency to do this when you shouldn't. But yeah, it is. GoPro on your head does do better or more footage. I will say here is cooler footage, though. I've got both, and it's pretty cool on your chest. I even had some footage of the old Reed Hospital where this is on my chest, or the cheaper version I had then, and it got cool pictures of my other camera doing stuff. It was kind of neat footage. I don't even think I put it in the video, but it's really cool to look at. Something else people have forgotten is doing two perspectives. Some cameras will do two perspectives, one backwards at your face or backwards, and one forward at once. That's kind of cool. Let's see. See, I never put one on my hat bill because you put it on your hat bill, you gotta have your hat pretty tight or once it move. I always put mine up right about here. And I had a little thing that came out a little farther so you didn't see the bill. The Hero 5 Session is nice, GoPro. This is the Hero 5 Black. If you can get these for really cheap right now on Amazon. I mean, really, really cheap. You get it under the non-store package. I can't remember what it's called. The e-commerce packaging saves you another 15 or 20 bucks even. But yeah, 7s and 8s are amazing. If you got the money, drop it on a 7 or an 8. Hey, Legend, have a good one, man. Jokers, you're see, now you are dropping a lot of money. A lot of urban explorers really just won't do or just don't have it. Honestly, that's a lot of money to drop on some of that. How do you have 500 in a GoPro? Because GoPros are GoPros, man. I can buy, I think, an 8 for less than 500. What are you doing to a GoPro? So I've never seen anything about a special lens on a GoPro. Which movie's better, Star Trek Undiscovered or Search for Spock? You mean Star Trek 6, The Undiscovered Country? 6. Star Trek Undiscovered Country is better than Search for Spock. It is. It was a good movie. 2, The Wrath of Khan is the best. 8, Mount sucks, though. Well, I don't know. Sometimes you can work around a mount. I mean, I've built mounts if the camera's good enough. Yeah, this phone has built-in stability, but it's not epic. A lot of the newer ones, my wife's has her has a Note 9 Plus or whatever. That has really good stability. A lot of the newer ones, the S20 is supposed to have really good stability in it. Yes, Urbexy, it does hurt mounting the GoPro in your skull. See, I'd be afraid to put it in my hat bill because a GoPro, the cheapy GoPros are light. Once you buy a real GoPro, you're like, ooh, they're heavy for a reason. But they have to tighten your hat pretty good. Because a heavy GoPro will move a hat unless you wear them tight. I wear mine kind of half tight. Took around 2-3 hours. DJ, Lord Explorers, the Osmo, you got to be careful. I know a lot of urban explorers that either like or hate the Osmo because the Osmo action does not do quite as good in the darkness, I guess. I guess the GoPro does better in dark areas when dim lighting. Unless they've improved it, the Osmo was getting a lot lower ratings in dark. In daylight areas, they were slightly better on the GoPro in quality and coloring. But the GoPro did better in darker areas. Oh, cool, Janie. Abandoned Toy Factory. Now, that's cool as heck. Something is like, back in the Scooby-Doo days where all the toys are still inside and stuff. Yeah, I just know that the Osmo does have dim lighting issues. And that is something that a lot of reviews you can go look at. When they do a review in dimmer light, the GoPro does beat it. So, as an urban explorer, I'd kind of go for the things that go dimmer lighting. Yeah, Lord Sports, if you look it up online, there are a lot of reviews on the Osmo versus GoPro right now. And the GoPro does kind of beat them out in dim light. That's one place the GoPro, if they're not quite as good the daylight as some out there, or their coloration isn't good in normal lighting, these do better in dim lighting. So that's the one. You can find a lot of reviews, though, on that. Once again, YouTube. I don't like night vision in urban exploring. I don't want to watch something green. To me, it's just like bring a light. That's just me. If you have to in certain areas, fine, I get it. But I've seen some channels do that, and then they stop doing it because nobody wants to watch it green all the time. It's kind of a cool, kitschy thing once in a while, but it really isn't cool to be watching night vision all the time. It just isn't. So I wouldn't go and worry about it too much. Oh, thank you, Lord Explorers. Paranormal Ghost, I don't know what they said, but uh-oh. Uh-oh, are they getting in trouble? Probably got me, do I have a troll? Grab my wife's little troll. That is one of the originals, too. I guess this thing is worth real money. Who knew that these could be worth real money? GoPro has a pretty large sensor. Yeah, it is. Like I said, GoPro may not be perfect, everything a little pricey, but there are certain reasons they're good. Same size as my GoPro, right. Prepper, the small lights do work good. They do have an issue with the big panels. I do like the big panels spread it a little better and aren't as harsh. Sometimes the small lights, to be super bright, are very harsh. They're almost in your face, and then they don't last as long as the panels. There is a reason. I will stick with a larger panel. It just, I don't know. Sean brought one of the smaller lights one time. I've got a smaller light, and we never were happy with what it did. It's nice if you're not filming, but if you're filming with it, it just doesn't, certain areas, it just doesn't do the same thing. But yeah, I think Newer has made more money off urban explorers than they have from plane photographers now. It's not a frequency pop, Devon. It's because I'm hitting something or doing something. It's actually I'm doing something to do it. Oh, Paranormal Ghost is a troll. Oh, purple. Well, it doesn't matter, Joker. I still find watching too much night vision kind of blah. I like to see things in color. I like to see things as they are. And it's just me. Everybody else on here could be, you're wrong. Yeah. I see it as kitschy and not something that people care to watch a lot of. I know a couple of people that did buy them and tried using them and then stopped after a month or two because nobody really cared. It's not, I don't think it brings anything to urban exploring. It's a kitschy thing for try to get views on YouTube. Honestly, that's I think. I could be totally wrong, but yeah. Oh, Joker brought one of his trolls with it. Oh. I know I'm not a big fan of a lot of the night vision stuff. Of course, now watch this. Just like with the gimbal thing, later I'll be going, yeah, it's amazing. I don't think I will. Then you're smart. Oh boy. Magic Mike, don't come in my channel and start a problem. Really? Don't. If you got a problem with anybody in here, don't come in somebody else's stream and start a problem. If you got a problem with me, don't go to Joker's stream. Don't go to anybody else's stream and start a problem. Don't mess with people on other people's channels. Really? Don't. Those panel lights with LiPo battery because LiPos aren't safe and fully charged. Actually, Urbexy, I like LiPo batteries. This has a LiPo battery in it now. When I got the new battery, I got a LiPo, and the LiPo in this is epically cool. It's the same size and much, much better than the original battery. And I have had no problems with it. I like LiPo. LiPo is not as dangerous as everybody's trying to make it out to be. I mean, I've fully discharged my drone batteries. I've fully discharged his accidentally and never had a problem. But I don't mind. I like my LiPo. I've been very happy so far. But I carry extra batteries for my panel, which is up on the wall behind me there. I carry extra batteries for that at all times. Joker, seen it? Joker and I were swapping batteries back and forth that one day. See, Sean has an ultra bright flashlight, and when he uses it, we don't use it for filming. The bright flashlights haven't got. There's our panel lights. LEDs are just epic technology. Panel lights do better for filming. I'll say hands down, a panel light would do better than a straight click, click. I don't care how bright it is, flashlight that does this. And they all do it to a point. A lot of flashlights have that super bright point in the middle that kills your footage in the middle, then a circle that kills the outer view. Wow. Lord Explorers, you should actually use the old GoPro Hero 1. Just film with it. Someone go, hey, look at this. You can put out a whole video of your old GoPro footage, bud. Why not? Why not? That'd be really cool to see. Oh, thank you, Jennifer, for nailing on Magic Mike. Why do you come to somebody else's channel? I don't care if somebody has a problem with me. If I'm on somebody else's stream, to follow me there and start trouble on their channel, that's stupid. Don't do that. I just don't understand that stupidity. Best night vision is a light. Exactly, Herbexy. Joker, totally agree. You and I share same type of batteries. You know, one is still a Panasonic from my old VHS recording camcorder. Eva, what's up, hon? Ooh, Eva, I hope you're being safe, hon. I mean, hope, no sick people around you. You're doing good. I had a mini drone, 1080 cameras, $80. You know what, Prepper? If you just want a few intro shots and or exit shots or flavor shots for your stuff, yes, a cheaper drone will definitely do it. Why not? If you've seen footage from it or pictures from it, or people own it, you can look up reviews probably for that drone on YouTube, guys. But yeah, why not, Prepper? Heck yeah, give yourself another good view for yourself and or people viewing. Why not? Joker, the reason she may like it, I don't like lights that big. Once again, I like smaller. That light panel is about as big as I'm going, but I carry my stream light and another backup stream light than that. I love your wand light. It's amazing, but it's just huge. I'm not a big dude. I don't want to carry that much stuff. I like small. That's why either I'm going to stick with my DJI Spark or get a Mavic Mini. I don't know. Part of me's thought about selling my Spark to buy the Mini. But I do like my Spark still. Yeah, Lord Explorer's panel lights are just epic. They are. I will say, I've seen one problem with some of the new panel lights that are rechargeable. Once they die, you're dead. Unless you can have a pack up to them to keep them running. But I like ones with changeable batteries. Battery goes dead, pop a new battery. Battery goes dead, pop a new battery. Done. Wow. Now, Among the Unknown, that says right there a lot about GoPro. If you are still using a Hero 1 and it's still good enough to use years and years later, that shows maybe worth getting a GoPro. Janie, yes, flashlights do leave a bright spot. I'm going to take a quick second here because, hey, Corkboard, what's up, my friend? And thanks for your message on Instagram last night, bud. Appreciate it. Just real quick here. I know I kind of got off topic, but I always do. The reason I am on YouTube, and some of you do know this, I've been urban exploring, me and Sean, for decades. I've explored alone, with him, with a few other people before I came to YouTube. I came to YouTube in response to I was doing some remodeling in my house. I stored a bunch of stuff out of my parents' house. They had the space that don't pay for a bunch of storage. I stored a car out there. I stored some firearms and some cool old Star Wars stuff and a bunch of stuff out there. And among that was boxes of my tiny VHS tapes and, yes, pictures that I had developed of urban exploring over the decades. Well, my parents had a house fire. It burned down, and I lost everything out there. Thankfully, I had insurance on the car, storage insurance on it, so I got a large amount of money for my Camaro because I'd done a lot of work to it, and that's how I ended up with the Trans Am. But everything else I lost. And it messed me up because I was going through realizing I had barely more than 5 pictures left of about 30 years of urban exploring. And not only that, pictures of trips I took with friends, everything else, almost all gone. To this day, I feel that loss. And I would always seen it on YouTube. I'd resisted it. And then I just like, you know what? Even with these, what if my house burned down? These could be destroyed. The cloud, I can use it, but I'm not a big fan of having all my stuff for somebody else to get their hands on it. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but And what if something happens to that? But I do like that on here, YouTube, I thought that, you know what? No matter what happens to me, to my storage, to whatever, what account or what company, the internet is not going away. Even if YouTube goes away, these videos you guys do, I do, are going to be out here for almost ever. To me, that is a great way of backing up that you can't back up any other way. Not only can I back them up forever and them not go away ever, I get to share them with everybody. And the fact that you're all here says the same thing. We're all sharing stuff. Oh, I got trolls tonight. Woohoo! But that's the reason I'm on here. Sean's not as into YouTube as I am, obviously. You know, he's a computer guy for a living. But I really feel it's an amazing place to be able to share stuff, whether it's urban exploring or whatever you do. Share stuff, preserve it forever, back it up. It's a way great with seeing memories. I don't feel like I'll ever lose everything again. I mean, I even record my live streams and back them up on drives. Right now, this is recording in my computer. But I don't feel that it's all going to be lost someday if something else happens. I feel it's still here. And I don't ever want to lose that again. I still feel the loss of all that stuff I lost. I do wish I had some of the toys back because they were worth insane amounts being original Star Wars stuff. But, you know, I don't know. That's why I'm on YouTube, though. I decided to start putting it out there. That's why the pictures are on Instagram and stuff. I need to put a lot more on Instagram. I've been lazy on Instagram. It was great to drop my newer light and bunch of battery. I've dropped that one behind me multiple times. And what happens is like, you know, like Laura was it? Battery pops out. Other than that, I have no problem with it. I just think the newer one, I like rechargeable stuff to a point. But on my main light, I don't want rechargeable because what if I'm in a huge place? Battery, I like to be able to change batteries. I just do. Too exhausted to cook. Nice. Yeah, Janie, exactly. I mean, I've got 2, 4, 6, 7. I've got 11 terabytes of backups. 11 terabytes, yeah. And my wife even said we should get a safety deposit box and put backups of backups in the safety deposit box. Kind of a good idea. You know, I think she got ulterior motives for having a safety deposit box. I think she wants to put some other stuff in there. All right. Abandoned Prepper wants to know, what country would you love to explore? I have 3. In order: Scotland, New Zealand, and Japan. Actually, boy, sorry not to get on my New Zealand friends angry at me. It's Scotland, Japan, and New Zealand in that order. Those are the ones I want to do. Scotland, because I got family stuff over there I'd really love to see, and it's so gorgeous. And I know people over there. Japan, there's not as much vandalism on abandoned places there. And they got a whole different type of stuff. And New Zealand, once again, is gorgeous, and I know people there. So, yeah. I have some original Star Wars toys. I have an original AT Walker standing behind Darth Vader over here, and an original X-Wing over here. and a few other things. R2D2. I am a Star Wars lunatic. Well, before Disney. Lord Explorers, Japan would be amazing. All of Europe, you can't. All of Europe doesn't count as a country. But you said Japan, so we'll let it go. Preppers, yeah. Okay, so Urbexy says Germany. Well, it looks like Urbexy said. Lord Explorers is with Japan. I'm with Scotland first, then Japan. Oh, let's see. Abandoned Prepper. It's too late. It's okay, Janie. Prepper, you guys. There's the reason I have, people I trust as moderators is because you guys are there. Somebody don't catch it, somebody will. Even make grilled cheese sandwiches, tomato soup. Oh, dang it. I'm starving. My wife's upstairs eating really tasty barbecue by the smell of it. If the place is really good, I'll mention it. It's here in the Quad Cities, so you probably won't do a lot good unless you're visiting, but smelled amazing. Stacy Swan. Oh, somebody's loving it, trolling tonight. So it means I'll have thumbs downs on my stream tonight. Usually the trolls keep coming in, do thumbs downs. Yeah, okay, so we got Germany, Japan, and Scotland. So what? Ooh, Urbexy throws out Russia. Among the unknown, I want to explore Japan and UK. UK is not is a couple of countries. UK is what? Great Britain, Scotland, and Ireland. And I may be missing one in there, or two in there. So pick one, Divine. Which part of the UK? Aha. That's like saying you want to explore the United States. We're so split up. Joker's Agent. 3 hours in one school, and we're able to hot swap battery and keep going. Exactly. I will say, yes, I do love the options of battery changes. I can run AA's. I can run all my rechargeables. The newer, older panel does have an advantage that way. Let's see, catch up here. John Spike, cool places. But John Spike, do you have a country or a state you really want to explore in? Corkboard, UK and Germany. Well, Corkboard, you already did some of the United Kingdom, mostly Britain, right? Did you do Scotland also? If you did Scotland and you didn't meet up with Urbexy or any of the other people, that's mean. John, why not, bud? Drive around. America's huge, John. Take off, take your daughter with and drive around. Joker's Nation, Ireland, good choice. Japan, good choice. Hawaii, now that is an original choice. You know, Hawaii, actually, I do know a lady lives in Hawaii. They have very, very, very little abandoned stuff because they are a smaller, tighter packed area and real estate is prime there. So they have very few abandoned places, but yeah, I have to give you credit. That's a good original one. Very nice. All right, Lord Explorer, the Dream Explorer would be the war-torn areas in the Middle East. You want to get yourself killed. Now, Lord Explorers, me and my wife were talking about this about 3 weeks ago. I love when you guys mention stuff we talked about. We would love to go out to the Middle East, something like Lord Explorers, just because out in the deserts, all the old Roman stuff out there. The old Roman buildings still out in the middle of the desert, still finding these things. Old aqueducts and stuff. Oh. I mean, sure, there's still some of it intact in Rome and other places, but can you imagine seeing that out in the middle of the desert and running into these cool places? Places not every tourist goes to. So, Lord Explorers, I got to give you big props on that one. Yes, Urbexy is Scotland. There's a lot of good urban explorers in Scotland, I will say. I mean, no joke. They've got some good guys out there. And gals, sorry. A couple of them on Facebook just heard me. What? What do you mean just guys? Phoenix Moon Dancer, how you doing? Are you guys staying safe, Phoenix? UK equals Scotland, England, Wales, and Northern Ireland. Isn't it kind of funny? Wales is actually part of England. They like to call themselves separate. No, we're not England, we're Wales. which a lot of people think of the big fish type animal. Oh, yeah, Janie, Phoenix Moon Dancer is somebody I talk to a lot on Instagram. And she stops by once in a while, which I really appreciate. Yeah, Scotland, England and Wales is kind of really, Wales is not really a separate country. I know they like to act like they are, but it's like saying, America and Iowa. Oh, John's talking the catacombs probably in, are you talking the French ones or the ones in Rome? Ooh, Italy, very nice. Italy does have a lot of asylums. Good way to pick up on what they have that is one of their biggest strengths for abandoned. Yes. Yes, Urbexy, a camper van would be great. Here in America, I know, I'm betting almost every explorer here in America would love to have a nice motorhome, something like RNK does, and travel around and do that. Oh, it'd be epic. I know Sean would like to. Sean would love to get a big motorhome and be able to travel around Urban Explorer. In fact, right now, Sean has actually suggested that maybe the Explorer Opala is not the best. He's actually thinking we should look for a minivan or a van or an SUV where we have more room and one of us can sleep while the other drives, stuff like that a little better. So, we all know how this goes. Especially right now. Add Scotland. I like Joe Gray, you said that. Add Scotland. Oh, I'm glad, Phoenix. I'm glad you're staying safe. Oh, yeah. Eva, yes. Phoenix is right. You see, a lot of people, my wife included, would love to go back to work. Oh, my wife is just going loony. So since back at her job right now, back in their framing department, there's a tons of projects she could be working on in the back. If they just let her go there, go in the back and work on stuff. They won't. Ooh, Egypt. Good choice. Good choice, John. Canada. Hey, you know what? I have to agree that Canada is someplace a lot of urban explorers do not think of. But if you go look at a lot of urban explorers from Canada, they got a lot to offer. I got at least a couple have asked me to come up there. And just seems like the warm weather I'll go up there is really short because I won't go near Canada in the winter. Oh, Lordy. Corkboard should be exploring more up there. Show us some more. Oh, crap. Sorry, Prepper. Wales is not England. So the actual name of the country is Wales? That's a little weird. I don't know. Wales is part of Great Britain or something, isn't it? Just saying. It's like saying Iowa is not part of, the United States. I don't know. It seems like, top and bottoms. Hey. Now the trolls are getting at least a little bit funny. Tops and bottoms. I like it. Sorry. I know I'm behind in the chat, but Wales is a different country. Nice. Oh, thanks, Moon Dancer. No, I do. I do like seeing your pics and your poems and everything else on Instagram. Some of those the other night you were posting were really good. Very romantic. I like it. And honestly, pretty truthful, too. Nice catch, Jennifer. Tops and bottoms. Troll House cookies are out. Oh, yeah. It's a lot of people would love to go back to work. It's crazy. Oh, boy. Not to talk too much about the whole Panda Flu going around, but I heard some of the people I know in the police force talking about how domestic violence issues have gone way up. There's too many people being stuck in the house together too long. And they're talking about that worldwide domestic violence issues have gone way up. It's like, oh no. Tell you what, you talk about a good test of your relationship or marriage or whatever. Woo! Woo-hoo. Especially in some of the places where you guys are really, really not allowed to go out. Or if you live in a small apartment or house, a really small one, and you're stuck in, oof, my wife and I, at least we can get away from each other. She can watch the whole TV and surround entertainment upstairs. I can watch down here. We cannot bother each other. I could not, man, there's a lot of domestic issues going around. I think people are just going to be happy to get everything back out just to get away from the person they love. I love you too. Go away. Have a good one, Mariah. All right. Great Britain is England, Wales, and Scotland. UK includes Northern Ireland. Okay. I'm sorry. Everybody over here in America thinks Wales is part of that little of England. Whatever. Oh. Well, Phoenix, you keep posting. I'll keep reading. So, yeah, keep it up. Yeah, guys, I'll tell you what. As a YouTuber, make sure you do not forsake something as fun as Instagram. You can post your pictures. Too many people, we concentrate too much on our videos and forget our pictures. Honestly. That's what I use Instagram for, is pictures, and to read cool posts by Phoenix and some other friends of mine that post some really cool poems. And Hobie Cat is another one that posts a lot of good stuff on Instagram. Prepper, Wales and Scotland are in the same boat. We're part of Britain but get left out of everything. Britain is basically England. See, we all thought Wales was England. At least most of us over here. You chicken corkboard, get out in that cold. You're Canadian. You are supposed to be tough and love that cold. Yeah, well, Janie, I know you're in construction. And the Panda Flu has halted many construction projects or reduced them, slowed them down. So if you're still working, man, I'm glad. But yeah, I know I think I talked about it before. We've had some big projects already got shut down for a while because a couple people got sick. And they're like, Oh, jeez. John's still working. I'll tell you what, I know some of you guys are still working out there. I mean, good on you for doing it. I mean, a lot of people out there would trade places with you. We'd love to be out busting our butts right now instead of stuck in too much. But good on you for a lot of you. A lot of you are doing stuff that we really do need. Really, honestly. So I'm glad you're out there. I just hope they're taking care of you. Phoenix, I agree. I'm not a big fan of cold. And right here in the Iowa, Illinois area, we are running about 25, 30 degrees below normal yesterday and today. It's not going to be near normal until this weekend. It's still going to be below normal. It's like, Devon, yes. That's something I was going to mention tonight. I don't know how much you keep up on economics or news or anything else. AMC movie theaters, which is one of the biggest movie chains in the world, has furloughed everybody, including the CEO. They are in horrid shape. They were in bad shape before this collapse. Like, come on, everybody's got HD TVs anymore. They may not reopen. If you have a AMC-owned theater in your area, I'm already saying a lot of them will never reopen. If not, the whole chain goes under. I think in America and other countries, I think they have over 600 theaters owned by AMC. That's a lot. That, unfortunately, is going to be sad, but this may actually bring us more abandoned places. In some sad ways. Some people may lose houses. Some people, honestly, it's going to sound horrible. Some people have died. That's nothing to celebrate. And I'm not, yay, somebody got Panda and died. But it's just a fact that there may be more abandoned places out there. So, yeah, it's going to be tough. Lord Explorers, I was waiting for you. I was waiting to hear from you on going back to Gary. So, no, I don't have them set. I was waiting to hear from you. Then me and I was going to talk to you, then talk to Joker about it. I do know, Lord Explorers, I do want to go back, but I am not one of those people. I know some people have no problem doing this. I want a certain amount of as maximum. I'm not a big fan of exploring in groups of like 10, 20 people. I mean, I think the max I can handle for my own enjoyment and mental status and not getting too much of a cumbersome thing, I don't think I can handle more than 5, 6 people in a group. So that's something we may have to talk about. But yeah, Lord Explorers, I'll try to get hold of you, not tonight, tomorrow about it. But yeah, I think Joker and I think I'd message you about 2 weeks from like this weekend, 2 weeks from this weekend is what we're thinking. Somewhere around that time frame, because things might be cooled down enough, nobody be quite as bitchy. Yeah, a lot of things are being messed up. But the thing is, AMC and a lot of movie theaters weren't doing very good for a while. Some really bad movies have been out this last year or two. The movie theaters don't make much on it. And then also a lot of people, like I said, HD TVs. People are not going to the movies as much. Taking care of us. What? TV dinners are awesome. I do like TV dinners at times. Certain ones. Uh-oh, Janie, I say, uh-oh, define taking care of us. Uh-oh, did I say something stupid? It could among the unknown. It may or it may not. This economy, I really do believe, at least here in America, I know about everybody else's country, when this is over, besides the people wanting to get out, get back to work and do stuff, I think the economy is going to slam back really fast. I really do. Oh, wow, Phoenix. Holy crap. See, we were like that, Phoenix. We were really warm, and now we're way below normal. Thankfully, if we had snow, if we had rain tonight, it'd be snow. We're going to be in the low to mid 20s. Yeah. Banquet fried chicken. Hey, I don't mind the banquet ones. I like the Hungry Man. Yeah. Devon, I don't think that many, bud. Of course, we don't know the real numbers because I know a certain Asiatic country, some Middle East countries, and some others are lying about their numbers. Others haven't, they don't know. We don't know how many people may have passed away at home, or some of these hospitals haven't got good numbers, but I don't think a million have. I don't think a million have, no, I don't think a million have. See, now that's another thing Urbexy brings up there, guys. Once again, I'm trying not to focus too much on it, but this is just facts. How many people are going to want to go pack into a movie theater full of people? Somebody sneezes, you're like, ah! You're going to be wanting to flamethrower them real quick and douse them with Lysol. Or how about going to a football game? American spandex grab ass tackle ball. So sorry. How about going to that? Or real football for the rest of the world. Soccer we call here in America, but that's real football. I know I'll get some angry Americans angry at me for that one. But can you imagine sitting in a stadium full of 40,000 people? Some big dude next to you. It's like, has never seen a shower. And you're like, And the family over here, their kids are sneezing and going like this. You're like, There's got to be some rightful fear. And this virus isn't going to just disappear right away. It's going to take time. So, wow, do you really, for months, or Bexy's right, who's going to want to go hang out in a group of hundreds or thousands and thousands of people? It's kind of just like, and rightfully so. Because if everybody did that all at once, woof. Nice. Yeah, you're American. Eva. Okay, Eva is just a food snob because she's such a good cook. To the rest of us, a good banquet TV dinner might be like, yeah. That's kind of pinnacle. Because we keep those around because when we screw up our cooking, we go, thank God, at least I got that to survive on. Okay, Lord Explorers, I'll get a hold of you tonight or tomorrow. May not tonight, but probably tomorrow. I'll get a hold of you and we'll talk about it and figure it out time-wise. Because, yeah, we'll do that. That sounds like a good idea. About 2 weeks from now, it's probably about the best time where people have cooled down enough not to be crabby either. And it might be a little bit stable in the weather. I want to explore things so bad. I hope you guys come to see. Well, Phoenix, I'm hoping to get to the East Coast, but probably be just me now if I go to the East Coast this year. Now, this is going to happen to a lot of people in the world in general. My wife is, right now, they're using up all of her personal time and vacation time for this. So now she has no vacation time after this. So our vacations together are up a creek now this year. She had 3 weeks of vacation time and a bunch of other personal time to use. Well, gone. So now it's probably going to be just me going to the East Coast if I can get there. I don't think this cost us too much money yet. We'll see how that goes too. But yeah, Moon Dancer, I really hope to get out there, but now it's going to be me, which is a little harder on my health. I know Sean can't go that far. He's got a lot of stuff. He can't just take that much time. But I'm really hoping to get out there. Comedy band's back. Not for every industry. Yeah. Travel's going to have a tough time too. Yeah. There's going to be a lot of people who are going to look at Italy and Spain and go, I ain't going there. Or China. Hey, I saw somebody say it makes fun. I like Chef Boyardee. Oh, yeah. John, I'm with you, man. Oh, SpaghettiOs and meatballs. Oh, that's good stuff. I love SpaghettiOs. And people cooped up. Well, see, the thing is, Janie, I think they'll want to travel someplace, but other places they're not going to want to. Plus, think about it this way, Janie. With all that's going on, and that way people have now been learned about infectious stuff, well, this is still going to be going around for a while. Are you going to want to jump in a tube, an airplane tube full of sick people? Or some dude sitting next to you on either side of you, their family's coughing, or kid behind once again. You know, it's a lot of people are not going to want to do that. They really aren't. You know, I think what Urbexy said earlier in another conversation I saw, he's right. There are going to be some major deals on air flight. South Africa, you're probably safer than a lot of other continents. And somebody get angry at me. There's a reason there's not as much of this in Africa. Not a lot of people go to Africa, so it didn't get spread there as much. Really, not everybody's. The airports in Africa have millions of people coming in on, daily. Yeah, see, Urbexy, I'm with Urbexy. Yeah, I'll travel around in my car, but I'm not getting in a bus or a train or a airplane full of other people. Heck, I got to worry about that anyway, but right now, Well, thanks, Phoenix. I appreciate that. It's just, I'm still hoping to get out there. I'm going to wait to see how this boils over and then make plans after that. We had plans, they got scrapped because now, once again, Karen has lost all of her vacation time, which she's not really happy about. Like she said, this is not the vacation she was looking for, You know, she did get some nice work done on parts of the house, some of her remodel work she wanted done. Oh, let's see. Yeah, I'd like to get to Australia, but that's pricey. Might be cheaper now. See, I just don't want to get in. I don't want to get in an airplane. All that, what did my doctor call them? The germ tubes? He calls them flying germ tubes. Tell you what, how many people are going to get on cruise ships? Of course, a lot of those idiots got on cruise ships when they said, everybody around the world said, don't get on cruise ships. I'm going on a cruise. You're dumb. A lot of those people got themselves in trouble. Oh, Janie, hey, I'm glad you don't have to worry as much, but yeah, I tell you what, I am one of those ultra high risk people. I'm not having a coronary like some people, but we do have to be careful after this because now, thank you to the certain Asiatic country, this sucker is going to be coming back around every year, probably now for years. Hopefully, I know here in America, they are actually testing a couple different vaccines right now, see if they're going to work. So I'm betting we're going to have a vaccine in a year or so. But once again, just like the flu, this sucker is going to be mutating, which is another reason, in case you don't know, not to go around spreading it. So people, I'll get better. That's fine. But the more you spread it, the more infections you give it out, give a chance to mutate and change, become something nastier or something the vaccines don't work on. Or it becomes nastier where it kills everybody heavily. So thanks you, certain Asiatic country. I don't think it's going to be as big in a lot of, like I said, Africa itself does not have the volume of people traveling into it. You take even, and now there's no shot at you guys or backstage over in the UK. You take somebody the size of all of the UK. The whole UK has 67 million people in it. There are more people flying into the UK every day than flying into Africa in months. There's a different flow. If you're the center of something, a commerce and something, America, I'm sorry, but we do have insane amounts of people flying in and out every day. So when this thing came here, it came to us from all angles because we were lied to. So yeah. But if you look at our infection rate compared to how many have died, we have done epic job. Our death rate is insanely low compared to what we've got. So thank you to our doctors for that. I know my doctors are working their butts off at the University of Iowa. Thankfully, they don't have a huge issue in Iowa, but it's still enough. They got some issues going on. Japan is not doing any lockdowns. They're trying not to. But Lord Explorers, the Japanese and a lot of other countries are better. I love my country, but they are better than Americans in the fact that in a lot of those countries, like Japan, if you get sick, when you see people on TV walk around in masks in Japan and all these other countries, all these years, people see it and make fun. They do that because they have a sense of responsibility that we don't as Americans. We are a tad arrogant and jerky about our illnesses. We'll go, they're too bad. People don't even cover their mouths in this country very much. They put a mask on because they don't want to spread it to everybody. And I will say a lot of the Asiatic countries and certain countries in the Middle East are better at that than we are. We as Americans are horrible about spreading our stuff. We really are. So I think Japan may get off a lot better than you think. Their cities are pretty packed because they are a lot more conscious where they throw masks on long before this. They get colds, flus, whatever, they wear masks. It's kind of standard practice in a lot of their countries. These are medical grade masks that people buy. But we don't do that here in America. My God, you got people bitching and whining now, being told, wear a mask. I just want to smack the dang crap out of them. So I don't think Japan is going to have as bad a problem as you think. I could be wrong. I'm not a doctor, but Oh, let's see. And who else? Prepper? I have told Sean we need to get zombie outfits. Wait till late and walk down the streets. But he's like, nah, it's great, but we'd probably get shot. He's probably right. Somebody'd freak out who watches the zombie shows and goes, oh, it's real, and cap us or something. That's what I need. Sorry, I gotta stop and answer that. Eva, I like beef bacon. Anyone else tried that? Eva, there's no such thing as bad bacon. I've had shark bacon. I've had elk bacon. I've had, was that emu or ostrich bacon? Bad, it's even worse. Raccoon is not a tasty animal. But beef bacon is very good bacon. I will admit, pigs are amazing bacon. Poor pigs. Yeah, you got to watch out for Eva and Jennifer. They are both just cooks. Uh-oh. It's the first time I've seen the YouTube warning. Uh-oh. I think we're hitting the peak time right now where it's going to start buffering. Yep, everybody's getting online all at once because here it comes. Yep. I knew it was going to happen. Now it's buffering. Yep, and I got the error up here too. Actually, this is the first time it popped up. It started happening. So I'm sorry, everybody, but it is going to happen probably for a while until we kick off. It's the busiest time here in my area because it's 7:24 p.m. and I'm betting tons of people are just jumping on. Yeah, it's going to be up and down because I still got the warning up here. Error, YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. Yeah, I know what's going on. Yeah, John, there's a lot of people on here like that, bud. Heck, you're the same way, John. You told me to come see you if I get out there. There are a lot of people on here real good. If you downscale to, okay, Urbexy says if you downscale to 480p, it will be fine. If you don't know how to do that, please ask. But yeah, you can downscale YouTube, especially streams, clear to like, what, 144p, if I remember right? And I do that a lot because I'm sorry, guys. You don't need pretty to see my face. Heck, actually downgrading might actually make me look better. And you can still hear just fine. I do that for a lot of streams just to save bandwidth and your data plan. So yeah. So yeah, if you know how to do that, you can downscale. Yeah, exactly. 480 looks good, especially on live streams. I've even downgraded some live streams to 240 because you're mostly listening and the chat doesn't get changed. So yeah. Oh, John, there's a lot of people. I think a lot of people on YouTube, whether they're urban explorers, cake bakers, or whatever, would love to meet. YouTube really is. I know some people, social media gets a bad name a lot. Social media really has done bad things for society, but it really has done epically good things. It really has. And that's why I think YouTube is wasting their platform now by being, that certain type of graffiti we all see everywhere. The peneyes. They're being peneyes, kind of wasting their potential, what they've grown and been given. And I say been given by all the creators out there. So, I've just lost some quality, no buffer. Okay. Well, yeah, Prepper, if it does get bad, just like Rebecca said, downgrade me. Knock me down to 480 or even 240. Whatever it is. It still looks good. The chat's still clear and you can still hear just fine. And it saves your data plan. Here where I live, they've actually erased data limits for the next couple weeks. Because they know everybody's stuck. But if you don't have that option, if you lower some things you watch where you don't need to see it in beautiful quality, you can save a lot in your data plan, guys. It's actually cool that YouTube gives you that option. Jennifer, I agree totally. And my wife and I are both Scotch-Irish, hence our rings. And hers is all interweaving and, yeah, we had them made. Yeah, what are the chances where I'd meet somebody else Scotch-Irish like me? Kind of cool. But yeah, oh man. I'm going to tell you a quick horror story. My wife is a great cook. I mean, really, she is. Like, she made some chili. She's the only person whose chili I'll ever eat. I do not eat chili. I do not like chili, but I love hers. This is a little horror story, and thankfully she's not watching. She's watching Farscape right now on Blu-ray. She's going through the whole series. My wife she put some, what was it, meatloaf or something in a crock pot and had some, here, she made brats and kraut one time in the crock pot. And we don't know what happened. Just like normal, we wash the crock pot out and, everybody brats and kraut. No big deal. She went and made a meatloaf in that same crock pot about a month or two later. And the meatloaf had the most horrendous taste in the world because it had a weird tinge of sauerkraut. It was the worst tasting thing I've ever tasted from my wife, ever. And to this day, we both still remember this horrible tasting thing. And for some reason, we had scrubbed the crock pot like normal. Even ran through the dishwasher, everything. That was stuck in that crock pot. We literally had to I don't know what the heck that was, but that was like uber sauerkraut because it got into the pores of a non-porous crock pot and destroyed other foods. So, So yeah, I feel so bad for her because everyone's I'll still make jokes about it, but she remembers. It was so bad, Coco would not eat it. Or was that Lacey? No, it was Lacey then. My wife still had Lacey, and she wouldn't touch it. Uh-oh, buffer. I'm buffering a little. But yeah, our dog would not eat that, and I buffered again. See, I can never tell when I said hi to Stephanie just as I went to buffer. And I'll say it again in a second. Hi, Stephanie. Sorry I didn't say anything earlier. See, going through Scott. Oh, Phoenix is Scotch, Irish, and part British. Well, if you go technical, I'm going to tick off a lot of Scotch and Irish people. If you're part of the UK, are you Scotch, Irish, and kind of British? Are you part of the empire? Small empire. Now you're like Empire Light. Oh, somebody's leaving. Who's leaving? Oh, John leaving. John, have a good one, bud. Have a good one, John. No, Eva, sauerkraut is good. It's good. I like it, but we've never had it destroy a crock pot like that. I don't know what type of sauerkraut that was, but it wasn't it. That meatloaf was the worst thing my wife has ever made, and she remembers it. When a dog will not eat meatloaf, the ad, I was like, what is the, ad. So there's an ad inserted. Got it. My bad. Oh, Stephanie, I know you've been on for a bit, and I meant complain. That's bad. I think we're getting into with the stream's done really good till now. But I think then that's probably my sign to get off here pretty soon. English, Irish, German, and Indian with a wee bit of whatever else. You know what? I mean, saying me and Karen are both mostly Scotch-Irish. But if you look through, there's little bits of some other stuff. But hey, that's America, honestly. I know a lot of people in other countries can't. They can trace themselves to a few things, but tell you what, here in America, they just threw everything in the pot and stirred. It's kind of one of our strong points, so. Really odd, I don't understand. I found out 22 in me. Huh. I have a problem. I won't give my DNA to any company because I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but it's proven fact. Our government is grabbing up that stuff from their databases. I'm not a big fan of that. Buffernet. We'll be calling Canada a twofer. Nice. I know, Jennifer. It's spelled Gaelic. He was having fun, I'm sure. Trust me, living over there, I'm pretty sure he knows. But yeah, it is funny that it's, I'm sorry, as a young child, which means last week, it still sounds funny. Are you Gaelic? You know, guys laugh. Ray Combs. Oh boy. Hello, I'm Patrick Stewart. Did you know that right now over 70 million people have had to leave their homes due to war and disaster? Patrick Stewart? Patrick Stewart's old. Man. Did not look very good on a new Picard series. Sorry. I was trying to read and talk at the same time. That was the end of that. Half track. Ray Combs. Please tell me Ray Combs might be CRT's other account. I don't know, though. I doubt it. CRT, if you're still here, let me know. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I know. Ray Combs might actually not be a troll. It might be CRT just making fun of Patrick Stewart. Oh, I don't know, Phoenix. I think that might have been, he's just quoting something Patrick Stewart said on a PSA he did. Patrick Stewart's become a little off-center on some of his stuff lately. I get to say that. Lifelong Star Trek fan. Got the posters, got the toys, got the stuff to prove it. He's gone a little nuts. Oh, CRT, it was you. CRT, he's a tech sci-fi guy. No, he was just quoting. It's fine, CRT. I knew what you were doing. See, a lot of other people here don't know what Patrick Stewart's been up to lately. Uh-huh. Yeah. I knew I wasn't the only one that said it here, but yeah. A couple other people. Yes, Patrick Stewart has been doing some of those PSAs. No, it's okay, CRT. I knew it. Once again, CRT, my boy. Yeah. I knew it. He pulled it out of there. See, sorry, guys. I do follow a lot of Star Trek and sci-fi and pop culture stuff. Yeah, Patrick Stewart's done some weird stuff lately. He did some stuff that really ticked off a lot of Star Trek fans. Then he tried to tell people, come watch my new Picard series. People were like, bite me, dude. You're being a weirdo. You're 90 years old. Go do something else. You can't do an action guy now. And I know, JD. I know. And I know people in England will get annoyed when we make fun of that, but a cigarette is called a fag in England, and it is weird to us. Even though that three-letter phrasing is not socially acceptable here in America anymore. But it is funny. Some of the things, and I'm not, it's not that we're making fun of anybody in England or anything, but it's just everybody's got different words for things. And it's kind of funny at times. There's a lot of things I used to watch, like I was growing up on Red Dwarf. I watched Red Dwarf growing up, and I loved, for a long time, I still use it once in a while, I use the word smeghead and smeg off. And if you haven't watched Red Dwarf and some other England shows, you won't understand it. Still love Red Dwarf. I have Red Dwarf t-shirts. That's the dork I am. I can even tell you my favorite version of the Doctor Who theme. The early mid-'80s version. Around the Peter Davidson era. Oh, kind of late Tom Baker, early Peter Davidson. Best version of the theme. My dad strangely speaks a little bit of Gaelic and some German. The German he suddenly just started teaching himself a couple of years ago at like 79 years old. Just got bored. Found an old family book in German and just started trying to learn to read it. It's like, okay. Scottish is Gaelic. I was so confused. Nice. Hey, if you guys over there don't know what it is, imagine how us over here feel. Oh, see, yeah, Cartoon Network has gone down. I'm sorry. I know some people like some of the new cartoon shows. I actually hate about 90% of them. I'm not a big fan of a lot of the Adult Swim shows these days either anymore. Phoenix, everyone, my belief is everyone's connected over the world by bloodlines and a world of brothers and sisters. Phoenix, actually, if you go back far enough in human history, you're close to right. Really. Sooner or later, we're all going to somehow, it's going to be super, super, super long distance. It would be weird if you got married because it's going to be related. But yeah, sooner or later, enough mixing goes on. Yeah, kind of right. Michael McCullough, are you working during this quarantine? I am doing my normal work from home like I do. I urban explore when possible. Do the stock market stuff when possible. My wife's stuck home, Michael. How are you working right now? I mean, a lot of people aren't. What is it? A third of America or more is off work, and is that about the same for the rest of the world, or is it more in other countries? Seriously, is it more? What is it in your country? If you're from another country here, what is it where you are? Is it a third or more that are off? I think it's at least a third here in America is off work. Something like that. And Michael, if you are still working, what is it you're doing? Because probably a lot of people that are working right now are really where we do need them. Of course, there are some stuff where you don't, but you know. Oh, okay. Sorry, I was trying to read chat up. Are you acting up like Max Headroom commercial? Just a little. Why, is it still twitching? It probably is. Boy, Max Headroom, that's an oldie flashback. Max Headroom was a big thing for a short term. Even what? Coca-Cola commercials and some other stuff. Even I think Max Headroom was even in some other movies besides his own movie. They have a Max Headroom movie or TV series. Yeah, I remember Max Headroom. Oh, that's cool, Lord Explorers. Have a good one, man. I'll probably get a hold of you tomorrow. If not this evening, probably tomorrow. And we'll talk about when to meet up and do that. In Canada, 25% is not working. Okay. So, okay, so in Canada, 25%. What about the UK? What is the population working there? I know in like Italy, it's pretty much almost everybody's off, really. In Spain, almost everybody's off. Some countries, it is, I know it's more. I know it's upwards of 75% are not working. So I don't know. It depends on what the shutdown is like, I guess. Let's see. Everyone except key workers, but do you know what percentage that is? Because they say that here in America, but what is considered key workers? Because it seems like every city, county, or state here in America even has a different idea what that is. Like some states still have the pot dispensaries open as, you need that. No, you don't. Or some places don't have drive-up liquor stores open. It's like, that's not needed. I like to have my drink like anybody else, but you know what I mean. It's not essential. I am happy to see that Hollywood and a lot of movie and TV studios are closed down because a lot of these celebrities are getting their comeuppance. A lot of celebrities putting out cringy videos about how great it'd be if we all had no possessions and no borders when they're from their 90-room mansions. Have full workout gyms and swimming pools and millions of dollars and 8 cars and 4 kitchens. And don't tell me about no possessions and sing to me. They're looking for attention. They're learning the world can live without them right now. YouTube. We don't need the celebrities as much. At least I'm employed is closed down until the disaster is over. For it to be okay. Yeah, Phoenix. My wife works, and she works for Hobby Lobby, and they have all stores closed down until at least the end of this month, and I'm hoping she goes back. Not because I'm tired of her. We actually are getting along very well. I'm very impressed that we are not trying to hurt each other. I think that's because we do have space. And a treadmill and a Bowflex that really helps take the edge off. But yeah, there's a lot of places I think close down at the end of the month, and I think some places are going to start reopening or trying to. I just hope it's not too fast and the wrong people. The worry I have is that the morons that we can't throw a fit about wearing a mask now are going to go out in big groups, have big parties, and spread this back out. That's what I'm worried about. All right, so Urbex is about 70%. Okay. I actually think the Italy thing is higher. I think I heard somebody say that there's actually close to around 85, 90% of Italy and Spain are shut down. I got to talk to Antonis. I don't know what Greece is like. So Phoenix is kind of the same position as my wife right now. Thankfully, we are pretty good preparers, shall you say. And the good thing is we brought our taxes in just before all this crap hit the fan, so our accountant already had it. And yeah, we don't do our own taxes. With my medical stuff, her job, the book business we both have. Yeah, we don't do our taxes. It's a nightmare. But we got that and found out we're not getting boned by the government. Oh, thank God. So that's nice too. That helps. Well, I bet a lot of accountants are just pegged busy right now. People are going, get those taxes in there, try to get some money going. And being quarantined is like being in jail. It's mostly because I've been wearing the same clothes for 10 days and everyone here, what? Okay, Ellen's an idiot. She's like every other celebrity. Wearing the same clothes. She has rooms full of clothing. She lives in a $50 million mansion. She's got acres of her own land. She can go out in her own little private yard. I'm sure she's got tennis courts and all this other crap. That's, these celebrities, people are really tired of these celebrities. I'm glad they've kind of shut up lately. Because for like the first 3 weeks of this, these celebrities your theater rooms, and you've got satellite TV, all your streaming stuff. You got everything a lot of us don't have. Don't talk like you're in it with us. Just saying. I want to go back. Yeah. Oh, no, Phoenix. I know my wife is chomping. She would do. And there you go, Corkboard. Thank you, Corkboard. We have private. CBA takes care of our tax here. Yeah. Oh, I'm glitching again, guys. Sorry. But yeah, we have a person we do have do our taxes. We just can't do them ourselves anymore. It's a nightmare. And me and Karen do not want to end up in a death pact on each other trying to do them. Not worth it. Kirkmore, celebrities are out of touch. Yes. And I'm not talking just American celebrities. All of them. Shut up. Stop acting like you were in this with us. Good God. Jennifer, I will say this. I have in the past when I was younger. I don't know because doing that can, if I did need a lung transplant, if they catch you with that in your system, you cannot be transplanted. So yeah. I'm not against it, but in fact, I think it should be legal, and that's that. If cigarettes are legal, weed should be legal, but weed should be treated just like drinking and driving, though. I was in a head-on car accident. Thankfully, we were in a bigger vehicle with somebody who was high on weed, and it was because their reality was putzed. They ran the light because of slow reflexes. Head on to us, but thankfully, we were in a Ford Bronco. They were in a Honda. 2 of the 4 of them died. We didn't. I think weed should be legal, but it should be treated just like drinking and driving. If you get caught driving on it, jail. That's all there is to it. It screws people up, and it almost killed me and some friends. I've seen other people have the same problem. I have no problem with it being legal, though. Do it. Enjoy it. Do not drive. There you go, Eva. Men do what? Okay, I'm going to ask, why do men like our bathroom times? In fact, I'm glad we have one downstairs because we got like my own little cave area. Go there and be bathroom man for a while. Men like their bathrooms. Yeah, Urbexy, but I do agree one does putz up your reality a little bit. Oh, Phoenix, trust me. Even if Karen and I wanted to sit down and do ours and wade through it, yeah, it would cause marital issues. Oh, sooner or later, you're going to get so annoyed and it's going to bleed into each other. No, it's not worth it. Our accountant is really good. She's not real expensive and danged accurate. So yeah, I'm happy with how they do. But I'm glad we got our taxes in before all this crap happened, so flow of things are coming back to us. So since we're getting a little return. Devon, you'd be surprised. A lot of people will drive while high, and then there is issues. And I don't like when some people, I can handle it. That's fine. Some people say the same about beer. I don't think just because you walk by beer at the store, you shouldn't be driving, but there are too many people are unrealistic. Once again, unfortunately, we have to cover our butts for the lowest common denominator among us. So that's the problem. Well, yeah, Janie, but men do. I'm sorry, ladies, men love our bathroom time. That's why when the wife hits the door, why is it locked? Because I don't want you coming in here. Sometimes a guy will even turn off the lights in the bathroom, listen to the hum of the fan, and just kind of zone. I don't know. I just don't. Men do. It's like their last man escape cave or something. All men need in the bathroom is a little campfire. Ooh. Bathroom and fire. Good. I do my best thinking of the pooper. Oh, great. So now, butterscotch pie. Jennifer, you can actually ship butterscotch pie. Corkboard, exactly. Oh, that's okay, Eva. I'm glad. It might be better that you guys lost me on that one. That might be better. Because I had my little moments there. Oh, that's okay, guys. I've been on long enough. Everybody's got a lot to do right now. I may or may not. I don't even know what I'd talk about. I may or may not do a late night live stream tonight or tomorrow. We'll see. I'm wishing the weather was nicer. I'd like to go out and find some more places around here again, but ugh. Actually, I probably won't go live tonight, so I got to finish this editing. Part 2 of the Apollo School will be out in the next day or two. And part 3 will be, I don't know if I'll just do it right away or wait a week or so. But I do appreciate anybody taking the time to watch all 3 parts. I'm sorry it's so long. Normally, you guys know me. I don't do that. But since I'm filming, I did mine and then Karen did hers. I've been hooking them together. And that does make them longer. And she did a good job. So I don't want to blow off what she did. So yeah. Oh, wow. Holy crap, Phoenix. Yeah. No pun intended. But yeah, that is tight space. Holy crap. See, that's what I mean, Phoenix. I don't live in some great huge house, but we do have space. We have upstairs, downstairs. We have 2 bathrooms. Got 2 whole entertainment center areas. We got stuff to do, and we got a treadmill. And well, some of you guys saw the video. I was on the Bowflex over on the other side of the basement. But yeah, it's that's got to be tough, Phoenix. Wow. I think Karen would make me disappear if we were in that small of a space. So you and your husband are doing really well. I know some people are getting loony. They're just so stuck in. I know Taffy, when he does his live streams, man, he's got to be just, from what he sounds like, he doesn't live in a big place either. And he sounds pretty annoyed at being stuck in. Or Bexy sounds like he doesn't live too bad, though. He's got a nice garden to go out into and stuff. Oh, thanks, Corkboard. Yes, and do that for everybody, not just me. Do leave thumbs ups for everybody. It does help. The algorithm does not have enough people watching. And if you go watch Corkboard's live stream coming up later this week, do share that stream out while you're watching. If you're enjoying what he's doing, share it on Twitter, Instagram, wherever your social media is. Do share it out because notifications do bite nugget right now. They do. 13 people watching. Hey, that's not a problem. I'm just here to chat, and if anybody takes the time to watch me, I appreciate it. And I hope I can give you something to do for a little bit. And I'm glad it sounds like most of my bathroom rant got cacked by buffering, thankfully. Good night, Steph. Have a good one, hun. Have the swimming pool in the yard if it ever gets warm here. Man, okay, I will. You Canadians are brave. You guys have a pool, but you guys only have a few months of the year you can use it unless you want to do a polar bear swim. Even here, you can't use a pool more than, 6 months a year? 5 months a year here? You guys up north, your summer is nowhere near as long as ours. Man, a pool up there to me almost seems like cleaning your fingernails with a pencil. By the way, for those of you who don't know, Stephanie, that's Stephanie from Ray Nickelmack and Steph, the Urban Explorers. So that is Stephanie from Ray Nickelmack and Steph. 2 acres of land, he goes to work. Oh, okay. All right, Phoenix. You got that space. We have our own yard. We don't have a big yard, but we do have a yard, and I do have a large garage I can go out and play around in. But, well, a large 2-car. Very large. For a 2-car, it's a pretty darn large garage. It's full of crap. I'm actually going to do a live stream out there. I go over, I got some tools to clean and stuff anyway. You just realize YouTube has dark theme? Wait. You're the Scottish Tech Ninja. How did you not know that? Mine's always on dark theme. I've been using dark theme for years. It amazes me when you didn't know. Wow. Remember from May to September, we have a heater. You have a big heater. Big heater. Small creek out of my house. If I feel brave. Well, hey, if I really need to swim, I live right by the Mississippi River. You know, that puppy's cold. I grew up water skiing and swimming in that. Oof. This time of year with all the runoff up north. Agreed, Devon. Mine's been on dark theme for years. Do they have dark theme now on the studio? Because Creator Studio didn't have dark theme for a long time. Well, it did. The original did. Now, beta, or whatever they call it now, beta didn't. Do they have it on beta now? That'd be nice. I hate the white theme. I think everything out there should have dark theme, or at least an option. Oh, Corkboard, you should come here then. We got the whole river. Oh, man. Creator Studio doesn't have it. No, the old studio did. I used the original studio on dark theme. And when they went to the new one, they didn't. The new studio, the new Creator live streaming platform here does have it. Yeah. Yeah, what is wrong with having dark theme? Dark theme is kind of an average thing to me. Oh, there you go, Janie. If it gets too bad, I'll just go out to my parents. They got acres and acres of woods. It's where I grew up, so. I mean, I grew up taking canoes and disappearing into the islands. We used canoes because you couldn't get boats back in where we got. We would camp on the islands for weeks at a time. I had a thing called an old military jungle hammock that had mosquito-netting size a roof. It was an old military one, and that thing was huge. Had storage in the ends. Kind of cool out there. You know, some bad storms out there in the islands. Hey, Underground, I know which way you're going to choose. You're definitely going to choose the dark. Really? Urbexy, I think YouTube had a dark theme for a long time. In the old Creator Studio, I had mine on dark. I didn't like when I suddenly had to go back to the bright Creator Studio. Huh. Well, sheesh. All right, guys. If you haven't hit thumbs up, please do. And once again, do that for everybody. Share things out. And I will say this. If you don't want to watch any ads on my channel because they suck, that's fine. I understand. But if you go on somebody's channel, live stream, video, whatever it is, and they do have ads, if it's a 15-minute to 40-second ad, do watch one for that creator. Whether they're monetized or not. It shows interaction with the channels. Also, YouTube does have to answer to advertisers. And right now, internet-wide, advertising revenue is down 70%. So it does help YouTube provide this platform for us. Even if I wasn't monetized, which monetization means I get a tank of gas once every 7 months, pretty much. But do watch those ads. They do help channels, and they do help YouTube in general. Don't watch a 12-minute ad. Unless it's a really good ad, don't watch anything more than 40 seconds or a minute. If they're going to take the time to make a good ad and amuse you and educate you, and you like it, sure. But if they're lazy, don't reward them. Just the way it is. Uh-oh. Phoenix, if you type something and it gets blocked, that means it's something YouTube will not let through. Certain words or phrases, YouTube will pull before I ever see them. I don't even get to choose, or none of my moderators get to choose, Phoenix. It depends on what it is. If something YouTube has got in their warning zone, then they'll stomp it. Best you can do is try to reword it and see if it comes back up. I know they do that, and it drives me nuts. Because I think the creator of the channel, or the moderator, should be able to at least see it and make a decision. But they don't a lot of times. YouTube will just, done. Hey, Burning Sands, what is up, Cindy? Oh, now I'll hang out for a little more since Cindy's here. Other than that, in a little bit here, I'm going to get off and go get me some of that barbecue and try that from what Karen got. Oh, is that what you did? Well, I don't know. Phoenix, what did you try to post? Was it a comment or just a, was it a, well, see, Joker, usually if anybody posts a link, even if they're not a mod, usually I get to see it and I can approve it, or my mods can. The fact that her post was just blocked means it was something that YouTube won't let through. That means they stomped it before it ever got near me or my mods. That is on their list of bad words, bad topics, bad phrases, stuff like that. That's probably what it was. So yeah, Phoenix, if you know what you're saying and can word it differently, then try throwing it back up there that way. But it might be a certain word, phrasing, or something else. But yeah, Joker, if they post a link, usually you as the mods or me will get to see it and approve it. That's weird if they didn't. If that's what it is. Cindy, how you doing, hon? You going nuts yet? Your grandkids not coming over and hiding your firearms on you, are they? Now you try to post links. Wow, that's weird, Joker. See, why would they do that? That makes no sense, because if I ask, I don't know. Let me try something here. J&E, do me a favor, would you? Either you or Eva, one of you post a link to your latest video in my chat. I want to see if links come up at all. But I want to see if that comes up. I've seen other people do it. I want to make sure. Or anybody. Anybody here, it's a mod, post a link. I want to see if any links come up. Devon, Cindy, anybody. God, I do like these things. These things are like soda pop to me. I do love them. I don't know. You got a favorite? I like the Bang. I like the Rain. C4's got some good ones. Even the Aldi ones are good, but these flavored, some of these flavors are gone good. Oh, there you go. Yeah, Among the Unknowns coming up. Oh, Phoenix. I said, I know the frustration of extra things in buildings. Hubby gets afraid when I do spring cleaning because I will toss anything out we don't use in a year. Ah, okay. Yeah, Phoenix, I'm kind of the same way. I'm sorry, Karen. My wife tends to be a pack rat, but not. My wife is pack rat light compared to her mom. Her mom stores, she has 3 or 4 Christmas trees she doesn't use downstairs. Lights for those trees she doesn't use. Decorations for those trees she doesn't use. Stuff like that. Karen's not that bad, but she is a pack rat. And I do tend to throw things out and make her very annoyed. I usually am kind of the same way, Phoenix. If I'm not going to use it, or if I haven't used something in 6 months to a year, a lot of things I throw out. I do admit my wife has a lot more stuff than I do. A lot. I make a joke that we need one house for us to live in and one for her stuff. If I show you a video inside her side in the garage, her side is the messy side too. Where I got to build even more shelving stuff for her stuff. You know, I have a toolbox that weighs more than our pickup truck in there. All right, there, the links work. Cool. All right, it was just Phoenix somehow worded something where YouTube said nope. Which God knows what that is anymore. Oh, Jennifer, you out of here, hun? If you're out of here, Jennifer, have a good one. And send me butterscotch pies. Oh, that sounds good. God, that sounds good. Mods can post links. Okay, so it's just mods? Okay, what? I don't know. That seems kind of hokey. I should get the choice. If it's your channel, you should get to choose. I don't understand that. My in-laws are extreme pack rats. Okay, strangely, I come from a family of pack rats. My wife's mother is a pack rat, not her dad. But I am not a pack rat. My wife's half pack rat. So we're not too bad, but if I show you a video from our garage, you're going to see my side's pretty, it's got a lot of stuff, but it's pretty laid out and you can find stuff. Hers is like falling down near the Durango and stuff. I got to build all new shelving for her. Yeah. So you'll see. I'll do that coming up soon. Do a couple from the garage since I get there. Somehow our new wireless router isn't reaching the garage like it used to. A little weird. Not a big fan of that. But yeah, Phoenix, I'm with you on that. Trust me. Wow, that's going off like crazy. That's weird. And tomorrow I'm going to go out and help my parents. They still live out where I grew up. Out in the woods along the river. So I get to go out and help them tomorrow because they are getting older. And unfortunately, they won't be a little more realistic about how much of their land they try to keep groomed and flowers and all this stuff. It's like, ugh. It's like you can barely go up the steps trying to do all the stuff you did. Then they wonder why they don't have time. I don't curse, so I don't know why YouTube blocked my post. I do curse. In fact, I admit, sometimes I have a potty mouth. As if you go and work on cars for a living for a couple decades, your language goes downhill real fast. Because you will want to wonder how many of those engineers, how far they got their heads up their rectums to do some of the stuff they did. And some customers kind of do some stupid stuff too. Well, I don't know, Phoenix. It depends. YouTube has got their own list of stuff, and they don't release it for us all to know because they like to modify it whenever they feel like. But yeah, they do just hack stuff sometimes. They really do. Yeah, I don't know why they did it. You never know. And YouTube is not, they like to say, oh, we're being a lot more transparent. No, you're not. You're about as transparent as a 2x4. Of course you do, Scott. I will say one thing. I did notice there's been some actual studies, including Mythbusters, who did a study that cussing can actually relieve stress more than many other things. Reduce pain and a bunch of things. It's amazing. And it is funny. I will say, you ever notice no matter what language it is, you can't read whatever's going on. If you're watching a foreign language show or movie, you're like, I don't know what they're saying. Yet somehow if they say a cuss word, you go, I read that. We can all read lips when it's cuss words. You ever notice that? That is weird as crap, but you can be watching something, you're like, what? Hey, they're cussing. Hus works at a facility of truck drivers. Yes, he is. I will admit, when I first, I did not used to use contractions growing up. I didn't cuss. I was very proper Englished. But then when I got out of college, once I started working in cars for a living, woo, I'll tell you what, you don't do that long without learning a bunch of colorful metaphors, especially when you start getting cut, gouged, and burned and stuff. Here, of course, the first thing down the assembly line, the rest of the vehicle's assembled around it. It is now, Janie. I've been saying that. A lot of mechanics say that. They throw a heater core on the floor and build a car around it. Didn't used to be that way. We did a heater core on a Toyota Celica GT. The book time. And book time is usually not the time you can do it in. That's a load of crap. The book time on the Celica GT heater core was 20.6 hours. It took my guy who did it, amazing guy. In fact, he teaches at college around here now for auto. It took him 27 hours to do this heater core. The whole dash and interior had to come out of this car. We're talking dash down to the firewall bare. And then half part of the engine inside had to come, the engine had to come out. It's crazy. So yeah, Janie, trust me, you're preaching to the choir. My Trans Am I can actually do in a matter of an hour or two, or a couple hours, I think. But yeah, some are nuts. I cursed a lot when I was right away agent of the power company. Have you ever noticed something? It seems like a lot of our jobs bring out the bad language. Even if we love our jobs. Seems like our jobs or our family will bring out bad words. Okay, or our own cars. As a mechanic, I tell you what makes me mad. Not when a customer's car breaks as much. When my car breaks. Oh, I care for my vehicles. Even my old beater truck, we care for. When those let us down, that's when I get angry. Oops, sorry, I got to check this. I don't normally do that, but you know, guys, this is one I think is my wife checking. Trying to see if I'm going to eat, probably. Nope, my friend Ray. Sending me weird stuff. Political stuff. Ray doesn't watch YouTube. Not very often. Construction, yes. I'm gonna say though, that you think construction is bad? work on cars for a living. When it's 100 degrees out and you got cars coming in super hot, or during the winter when they're dripping salt on you, burned cut, the first time your strut compressor comes off the wall with a full strut and spring in it and lands on your head. I've got so many scars on my head and on my body. Yeah. Then you see the engineer, you're trying to work on something, the engine is super hot, it's hot out, and where they put the part, the electronic piece, right by the exhaust manifold. I'm telling you. Goofy. I started sweating in sixth grade. So second as a girl who thought I was really attractive. Really? And she would swear? What the heck? That's a sweetie. My wife doesn't swear often, but boy, when my wife swears, especially at me, I shut up because I done stepped on it. I don't swear all the time, but I do have the tendency to potty mouth. Sean being an ex-Marine, I'm not sure if you're ever an ex-Marine, well, whatever. Sean being a Marine, yeah, he has a mouth. Half our beeping or editing is me editing him out or beeping him out. Thankfully, he mumbles a lot and only gets like this on our videos, so you really can't hear him. So I have to beep it all the time. Like I said, when I edit the video of me repairing this thing, there's gonna be whole sections I have to leave, or I'm just gonna be a solid beep. There are times that really ticked me off, but I cannot believe it fully works. Don't know how strong it is, but it fully works. Oh, Janie, trust me. I can tell you some horror stories. Oh, hey, Phoenix, thank you very much for hanging out. I'm glad you could, I'm glad we could keep you entertained for a while and you could help us entertain each other. I hope you have a good one. And yes, I really hope this gets over. We can get our lives back to semi-normal. And I hope at least I can get out there. If Karen can still come, I'm still hoping somehow she can still get some time and come out with me. It'd make my life easier and more fun, honestly. I like taking trips with her, so. And Jennifer, you have a good one, hun? Ooh, Jiffy Pop. Ooh, God, now I want popcorn. Thanks a lot. Jennifer, you better send me a dang butterscotch pie. You don't say butterscotch and tease me with that. Because now I wish I had more butterscotch schnapps, dang it. That was good stuff, by the way. I don't drink a lot, but man, that is like, if you haven't had butterscotch schnapps, that is like, oh, butterscotch discs in liquid form. That is good stuff. Yeah, Devon. No, everybody realizes earlier things have changed, and we've all changed. I've gotten better. I was gonna play my first YouTube video tonight, and we're gonna go over it and have a good laugh. But I think we'll do that another time. And go over it. Now I'm not something epic. I give myself about a 6 or a 7 on the video scale on YouTube. Honestly, as an urban explorer, give my videos about a 6 or a 7. But I know that I'm much better than I used to be. Holy gosh. I was not prepared. No matter how much I'd urban explored, taking pictures, little videos, everything else, I was not prepared for YouTube. My wife, thankfully, was an editor for a living for a long time and was able to teach me some of it. But oof. Oh, yeah, guys, you can look up Phoenix Moon Dancer. You're not the same on Instagram. See, I can't even remember anymore. I don't want to say your name out because, man, you can't even share a link anymore. God, that's so stupid. But she's on Instagram, guys. If you Instagram me and if she's okay with sharing, she shares a lot of cool poems about relationships. But it'd be up to her if she wants to message me and say it's okay if I share it. You can ask if you want to follow her on Instagram. But she's on there a good amount and shares a lot of I kind of enjoy her poems, so. Butterscotch Hershey bar. Ooh. Among the unknown, my earlier videos, I had the resolution set wrong. They were grainy. They were shaky. The editing was not good. I want to go back and re-edit my first couple months of Explorers and put them back out. just, I don't care if the footage is crappy. Just, I can do a better job editing. Yike. Yike, yike, yike. Oh, you underground looking up. What video do you like the best on your channel? Wow. Wow. That's a rough one. God, I almost want to go back through them and look. I have a couple favorites. Man, this is, ooh. Dude, nice grab. Dang. You really got me with that one. I still say the military base, Shawn and Ed, probably still my favorite, barely. It edges out a few others. Just because of the immense size, and it was really cool to see. I'd say the military base is still my favorite. And there are a couple of close ones. There's a school me and Shawn did. I haven't got a lot of views on it. It was earlier on in the channel, and it was a really cool school to see. And just walking, we had to come down some broken steps, but fell through on that. Come across this on this stage suddenly, and there's the gym. And it was a really cool looking gym with great green mold coming down the wall. Oh, it was beautiful. So, yeah, wow, UOU, that is amazing. The military base, the original military base video from a couple years ago, 2.5, 3 years ago. Other than that, the one school we did right around that time, probably two of my favorites. If I had to go to newer videos, it'd be the movie theater that's got water inside it. It just makes me sad that we had to do it at the dark, at night, and we couldn't turn our lights up. We couldn't turn our lights up inside, so that didn't get seen as well. That's another one, partially because I grew up around that area and went to that theater. Now it's gone. In fact, I think I can share the name of it here in about another couple months. So look for that. It is demolished now. But I think I can share the name of it here in another couple months. Well, Phoenix, I'm not sure if hers are all original or just stuff she finds, but it's really cool how she posted on there. And a lot of it's due to relationships. It's really kind of cool. Yeah, I got that soft side. That's something you should do. People give you links to their first vids and review them. You know, Janie, that's a good idea. See, now once again, that's why I always say the stream is about you guys. I'm up here just mouthing away when you guys go throw out good ideas. That's a good idea. I think we'll do that. I'll just have to make sure that nobody has any copyrighted music in them. If they have copyrighted music, we'll have to do it silent. And I'll probably have to skip the ads. Or mute the ads, actually. Just in case. Even though that company, Tuesday.com wasn't it, or Monday.com, they said that wasn't them. That was not them that did it. So that was YouTube doing something stupid. Let's see. Oops, sorry. Yeah, I think that's a good idea, Janie. I think we'll go after. Send me links. Oh, that's a good idea, Janie. Why not? exploringwithcf@gmail.com. Email me and let me know if you want to do your first video, or you can get a hold of me on Instagram Messenger. Let me know, and I'll look at your first videos. We'll go through it. I'd like 20 minutes or under if possible. If it's a multi-parter, give me your favorite part, or we'll just show the first one. How about this? How about we just show your first YouTube video? I don't care how long. Okay, 20 minutes or under, or I don't care if it's too short. I don't care if it's a minute. 1 minute to 20 minutes, we'll show it. And I think we'll do that. Either we'll start doing extra streams to go over first videos, and I'll just do that. I'll label it as in first video. Let's check out everybody's first videos or something. We'll go through that and start looking at first videos. It's a good idea. It's a great idea. A lot of you here that know me know that I'm not a big stiffler about praying for views or anything else. The military-based video is one that I am kind of suddenly watching because it's so close to 100,000 views. And in a way, I can't believe it doesn't have more. But I really am looking forward to that one hit 100,000. Does that sound weird to anybody? I don't really go over my videos and go, ooh, I want another video view or anything. But that's just one that somehow it's a milestone, kind of a cool thing I want to see. Is that hit 100,000? It was kind of cool. Do you have a video on your channel you want to see hit a certain number where you don't care about any others, but you'd like to see this one do better? Cowboy poetry is unique. Oh, yeah. A lot of those were actually, people don't realize a lot of cowboy poetry was done by a lot of men. And men aren't normally huge poets in a lot of areas. Okay. Well, yeah, just do me a favor and email me or something like that and just drop, just say, check out my first video. Because it's easier for me to keep track. If you drop links here, it's harder to keep track of. But throw out my email, exploringthecf@gmail.com. Just say, check out our first, And in case it's just your name, like Bob Jenkins, make sure you tell me your channel if it's not part of your email, just in case. Just in case. I know a lot of people's names, but I don't know everybody's names. So yeah, go ahead and drop it in there. And yeah, if it's not a really long video and it doesn't have copyrighted music in it, let's go over them. Let's look at how we all started. And I think we'll start doing other live streams where we do that. We'll go over more than one at a time and just make the stream about doing that, seeing how we all started. Well, yeah, I know, Cindy, but you gotta be careful these days. If you say cowboys, don't include girls. Now it's cow people. In today's social justice world, it's cow people. What's the other 1%? That's the cows, ULU. The cows wrote the other 1%. Oh, geez. So yeah, JD, that's a great idea, Jim. That's a really good idea. I think we'll do that. We'll go over everybody's who wants to. Once again, email me, exploringwithcf@gmail.com. And just in case your email does not have your channel name in it, make sure you put that in there. So, in case. So I don't know everyone's name. But yeah, let me know. And we'll see if we can I'll do a certain stream. I'll pick a day of the week. And we'll start doing, let's check out everybody's firsties. YouTube firsties and see how it goes. I'd be interested to see how, I haven't gone back on everybody's channel and watched their first. So that's not a bad idea. Well, I'm not sure I'm going to do new reviews for a little while yet. I don't want to get in trouble, and I'm trying to get YouTube to stabilize itself because some of the rules are changing. I never should have gotten nailed for an ad. And that was a cluster. They threatened to take my channel down over that. And they seized my channel. If that had stood up, that copyright strike had stood up, I wasn't going to be able to do anything on my channel for 3 months. They were even going to stop me from uploading. Since I fought it. It's like, whoa. I know, Burning Sands. I'm just making fun, hon. Yeah, this whole politically correct BS. Nah, I totally agree, hon. And I'm not trying to tick anybody off. I have friends that are not, as you would call it, straight. And they still agree with me. There are 2 genders, not 1,000. Well, Devon, we will mention that as if you have any F-bombs, Devon, then you can super chat me or something to make up for the F-bombs. Because F-bombs are the one thing that will automatically get your stream demonetized or possibly in trouble. So if you got a lot of F-bombs, you can super chat me to make up for that, bud. I don't know if I can hit a beep button that fast. Oh, jeez. ULU, I do kind of agree. I mean, I've always tried to clean them up a little because I want people of all ages and even a little more sensitivities to be able to watch urban exploring. And I'm one that, trust me, I can quote some bad phrases from like Die Hard and stuff. I do not mind cussing as much, but I do admit it is not. I just do want to make sure I can share these things with more people, not for the views, because I want them to be able to have access to see them. But yeah, ULU, I do agree. People are a little too touchy, especially in America, about language. Other countries, I think, are better about language than we are, honestly. A lot of Americans are a little too twingy. Especially, I had a couple people, and this is going to, not to annoy people, I had some people unsubscribe from my channel and yell at me because I have an unhealthy habit of saying the phrase, Jesus. Jesus. I grew up in farm country in the Midwest, and a lot of farmers and older people use that, so I grew up around. It wasn't meant as an insult to, that dude. And it never meant that way. I had some people get on me. Oh, you're always using the Lord's name in vain. And because I said G-O-D, damn it. That's a standard wording that's been used for decades. Nobody thought it was insulting those religious people until recently. And I couldn't believe that. That's the whole thing when I was sad about my dog or mad about YouTube copyright striking me or something stupid. That's why they unsubbed? Because I use GD? Well, wow. That's how touchy we've gotten. We didn't used to be that touchy. I grew up, once again, in farm country where there's a lot of religion. And GD and JC were phrases, full words used growing up there by tons of church-going folk, and they never had a problem. So I think it's a little weird. I do. Oh, Janie, you send it to my email? It says just sent you a link, so I'm guessing my email. Oh, Joker. Oh, no problem, Joker. I got to go here in a minute anyway. Some people become too soft and whiny. I agree. And I try not to talk political, but I do agree there are way too twitchy people. What about the ever popular weenie murals? Yeah. Oh, ULU. We've talked about that here. Can you imagine if YouTube suddenly says you can't have any bad word or nasty graffiti in your videos? Urban Explorers would have almost nothing to show. It'd pretty much be a blurred screen with me talking about exploring. Because can you imagine trying to really, really, really blur and block out all the nasty vandalizing stuff in places? That'd be the end of urban exploring. I've seen a lot of underground guys under UIU. We're in caves. People post that stuff, put that stuff. If we had to block that, it'd destroy urban exploring on YouTube. I think YouTube knows that. I mean, it would cut, I'd say probably 80% of the exploring videos on YouTube would disappear today if that had to happen. Joker, I'll talk to you later after I talk to Lord Explorers tomorrow, and we'll talk about what days we want to link up, by the way, man. Oh, no problem, Burning Sands. I'm about out of here too, hon. People get their undies in a bunch. They do. They do. Too easily. Once again, I grew up in farm country where people were very religious, and I got people yelling at me because I use GD and JC just as standard words. Not that I'm trying to insult them. Those are just words of exclamation or annoyance or whatever else. So yeah, and then not just those words. I've other people say some other stuff. It's like, really? We're too twitchy about words. Among the unknown, it would destroy a lot, not just urban exploring. Could you imagine if they really, everything in your video from distance? That'd be nuts. That'd be crazy. Eva, yes, there are a bunch of crybaby wimps these days. Yes. There are. I get yelled at by other people with my lung problem if I go on CF forums and tell people, well, maybe you should work out. Oh, I get attacked. If I even tout working out as helping your lungs stay healthy, they get the feelings hurt. Someone, I just can't do this. Well, get up and do something and you'll get better or stay better longer. Yeah, but not wouldn't be just Urbex, Devon. It would be a lot of videos that you can't avoid graffiti, bad language, bad symbols. It destroy. I'd say you'd probably lose a full 20% of YouTube. A full. All right, guys. It is 8:33 p.m. my time. That is plenty long. Been on for 3 hours and 5 minutes. If you haven't hit thumbs up, please do. And also, Corkboard, you're doing a live stream when? When? So I'll look for Corkboard and Joker left. Dang it. Is Joker tomorrow night? Joker's tomorrow night. I may or may not be on his stream if I can figure out how to work StreamYards, which I don't know if I have time to do because I'm supposed to be going to help my parents tomorrow. But if not, I'll be on Joker's the week after that. We'll see. He wants to talk to me about some issues over 30 plus years of urban exploring. I've only found 2 dead bodies. And he just wanted to talk about that. Even though one of them was kind of a guy I was exploring with his own stupidity. He didn't die, but he just found one. Should have been checking that area. Another one was on a total accident by myself in Flint about 6 years after that. Yes, there are way too many SJWs, as you would. Yes, Scott, I agree. And I will be putting out the next part of the Apollo school here real soon, next day or two. And sorry it's so long, guys. I appreciate any of you even taking the time to check out what Karen and I did. Karen is actually kind of now, she's happy. She thinks she did better than she thought. So I'm very happy with that. Oh, cool among the unknown. Yep. Oh, thanks, Eva. Have a good one, Jim, and be careful out there, you two. I don't mean urban exploring. I think that's probably the safest thing you two can be doing. Thank you very much, Corkboard and Eva. You guys all, Devon and everybody else who was here earlier. Sorry, guys. I appreciate you stopping in. Urbexy, as always, thank you for the help. And I will talk to you guys later. And, stay safe. Just common sense. And I cannot wait till we get all through this. And I really hope, if that's your middle name, buddy, that's going to be crazy. I'd love to see that for once. Somebody say that and it'd be true. I hope, if you guys need help, I hope financially you're doing okay. Anything else, if you're not, hey, feel free to mention it in here. Maybe somebody in here can help out. Resources, or maybe we can do something to help you. I don't know. We are, except for the rich people, I'm sorry, you rich people, you're not in this like us. For all the average citizens, we are kind of all in this together worldwide. So take care of yourselves, take care of each other. And we are responsible for each other in this to keep everybody else from getting sick. But I think we're licking it. I think we're starting to be on the other side of this. Stay happy, healthy, guys, and don't go too nuts. And I'm telling you, right now, if you're allowed to, get out and explore. It's the best time to do it. You're safer there than you are walking into the grocery store now. Thanks, ULU. Have a good night, everybody. Stay safe. Talk to you later.